up.
Verse 7.
It's okay.
That's when we overstand.
It's okay to be wrong,
That we walk by faith,
long as you get it right.
not by sight.
Religion. I was a fool, baby. There was something in everything about you. I just was too blind to see it. I regret that. Blame it all on me, baby. I was lost. I just can't live without you. Yeah. Girl, you know I'm missing you. From day one I've been feeling you. I wanna let you know I'm hoping I can get that through to you. The day we broke up, I lost my best friend and we was through. I wanna serenade you, get us back together, you my boo. I know I lied to you, and a nigga trying to tell the truth. That chick did me a favor. Knew it wasn't cool with you. Things haven't been the same, cause I wasn't true to you. You stayed down to the end, it's what a real woman do. I made so many mistakes, and yet you love me enough to take me back. I did you so wrong. I'ma do everything that I can to get you back. Love you. It's real. Them other women that I dated, they was only out to get my ends. They hate to see me coming, but they love to see me in that bin. If I can get you back, then I'm gonna love you to the very end. Treat you like a woman should be treated, girl, cause you my friend. You was there for me through the thick and even through the thin. Show me more love than my blood will and never can. I wanna take your hand and I will be a faithful man. So baby, come on back and give our love just one more chance. I'm gonna put a ring on it, baby. I'ma let you know that I'm real. These vows that I want to take with you is before God. I'm not gonna never cheat. I'm not gonna never do you wrong. I'm gonna treat you like the queen that you are. Can't live without you, girl. Yeah, I know I can't erase the scar, but it's coming from my heart. The first step is to admit it, baby girl, that's a start. Communication's everything, understanding is a must. If we truly love each other, we gon' have to learn to trust. We can't let them outsiders try to come between us. Misery love company, they won't share the tip of us. Instead, they acting phony like they love us and they check on us. Praying for our downfall, cause there's nobody we can trust. We all we got. We knew that from day one when we met. We seen people hating on our relationship. People don't hate on nothing that ain't good. Yeah, baby. Blame it all on me. I'ma get it right this time. Can't live without you, girl. All them lonely nights we slept apart, it wasn't like this from the start. You trusted me with everything, then I went and broke your heart. I knew that I was dead wrong, that's a problem I can solve. There's nothing that we can't do if we put our trust in God. The things me and you have said still playing in my head. Me and you against the world, I understand that you're scared. Here's the keys to the house, here's the keys to the car. Live how you wanna live, shine key. Wake up and realize that they fucked up.
Verse 7.
It's okay.
That's when we overstand.
It's okay to be wrong,
That we walk by faith,
long as you get it right.
not by sight.
Religion. I was a fool, baby. There was something in everything about you. I just was too blind to see it. I regret that. Blame it all on me, baby. I was lost. I just can't live without you. Yeah. Girl, you know I'm missing you. From day one I've been feeling you. I wanna let you know I'm hoping I can get that through
That's
to
in
you.
the air,
Day we
y'all.
broke up, I lost my best friend and we was through. I wanna serenade you, get us back together,
Is
you
it
my
me?
boo.
Is it
I know I
you?
lied to you, and a nigga trying to tell the truth. That chick did me a favor. Knew it wasn't cool with you. Things haven't been the same, cause I wasn't true to you. You stayed down to the end, it's what a real woman do.
Come back, love. Come back.
I made so many mistakes, and yet you love me enough to take me back.
Do you love me? Do I love you?
I did you so wrong. I'ma do everything that I can
You better.
to get you back. Love you.
I love you
It's
too.
real. Them other women that I dated, they was only out to get my ends. They hate to see me coming, but they love to see me in that bin. If I can get you back, then I'm gonna love you to the very end. Treat you like a woman should be treated, girl, cause you my friend. You was there for me through the thick and even through the thin. Show me more love than my blood will and never can. I wanna take your hand and I will be a faithful man. So baby, come on back and give our love just one more chance. I'm gonna put a ring on it, baby. I'm gonna let you know that I'm real. These vows that I wanna take with you is before God. I'm not gonna never cheat.
Blessings, blessings, blessings.
I'm not gonna never do you wrong. I'm gonna treat you like the queen that you are. Can't live without you, girl.
Can't live without you.
Yeah, I know I can't erase the scar, but it's coming from my heart. The first step is to admit it, baby girl, that's a start. Communication's everything. Understanding is a must. If we truly love each other, we gon' have to learn to trust. We can't let them outsiders try to come between us. Cause misery love company. They won't share the tip of us. Instead, they acting phony like they love us and they check on us. Praying for our downfall, cause there's nobody we can trust. We all we got. We knew that from day one when we met. We seen people hating on our relationship. People don't hate on nothing that ain't good. Yeah, baby. Blame it all on me. I'm gonna get it right this time.
Leave you out. I love you.
Can't live without you, girl. All them lonely nights we slept apart, it wasn't like this from the start. You trusted me with everything, then I went and broke your heart. I knew that I was dead wrong. That's a problem I can solve. There's nothing that we can't do if we put our trust in God. Things me and you have said still playing in my head. Me and you against the world. I understand that you're scared. Here's the keys to the house. Here's the keys to the car. Live how you wanna live. Shine like it's no tomorrow. I'ma spend every dime I earn on you, baby. Cause you deserve it.
You deserve it, baby.
There's no one like you.
Pack your bags, baby. Pack your
When I get
bags.
you back, I'ma show you that I appreciate the woman that you've always been. You've been that woman. I just thank God that He opened my eyes so I can see that. And it was you. Know your worth.
Know your worth. Know your worth. Know your worth. Blessings, everybody. Blessings.
You got them bags packed, baby. I'm ready to put a ring on it.
I got the bags packed.
I want your back.
I got a question for you. I got a question for you. I got a question for everybody.
Oh.
Do you love me? Do you love me? I love you too. I love you, 312. And I love everybody that's in the bushes. I love everybody that's going to come up and bless me tonight. Because I got a message I want to send out here. I have thoughts in my head that I want to get out, as you know. So the question is it me or is it you, TV? What's the problem? Do you love me?
I love you, baby. I
Do you
always
really
love
love me? Do you really, really love me? Well, I love you. You know, I was having a conversation with my girlfriends. And why I had this conversation a couple of days ago, because I play this game called Tongue. It's a card game. And, you know, I've been trying to put myself out there to bring people to my channel. And I said, oh, my God, I can't believe I got all these friends in this chat that I talk to when I'm playing this game. And I never told them about my channel. You know, I'm just, you know, working within the YouTube scene and people and my family and my friends. And, you know, if I happen to, you know, be out and about and it hits me, you know, because YouTube ain't my life, but I love YouTube, right? So I was putting out there to these people on this game app that I play Tongue to tell them I had a YouTube channel, asking them to come. So I asked the one guy that I was playing with on the table, what do you want to talk about? What would he like to talk about? Because he said he's going to subscribe. He said he's going to look me up. I said, okay, well, what is it? What you like to talk about? He said relationships. Baby, why he say that? Y'all know I'm the queen of relationships, right?
Right up the alley, right there.
Y'all know I'm all about love and happiness and unity and all that good stuff. I said, well, ain't this a blessing, right? So I started talking to my girlfriends, And I was like, what should I talk about? And they was going on about whatever they going on in their life. And it ain't about this, and it ain't about this, and it ain't me, it's him. I said, there's a light bulb went off. Is it you or is it me? Is it me or is it you? So which one is it, TV? Is it you? Because it ain't me, because I'm perfect, right? I'm
It's
perfect.
always us, but it's definitely you. You perfect. Yeah, you definitely perfect.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
always us.
perfect.
Can't be no
So,
us without without the S on it, right?
because men. So when I say mean lady, I'm speaking for all of us. We perfect. We queens. We beautiful. We're nurturing, right? We're patient. We're kind. And so a lot of times I think that, us as women, we do give our all. And I'm not going to say there's no men that don't wear their heart in their sleeves and try to give their all. Oh, if y'all see this, don't worry. I ain't heard of nothing. I got to wear this little machine on me to monitor my heart, make sure I'm healthy and everything. But I'm not going to say that men don't, do the same thing, nurture and care and love and wear their heart in their sleeves and try to cater to their women. It's very few, but there are some out there. And it's just like with us women, there's a lot of us out there, but it's a few that may not be so. Because today's women are more independent, I guess, more, it's all about them. And it should be all about you, but in the same breath, you got to look at the fact that you do have another person that you should be equal. I like that word, equal to, right? So I was saying to the one friend that was speaking, I said, well, what do you think the problem is? Do you think it's you? Do you think some things you might need to change or work on? And she went to talking about, no, I do this, I do that. Do we all feel that way? Do you feel that way, DB? Do you think that you do more than your significant other?
I wouldn't say do for one, this should be leveled out. Everything, I ain't gonna say everything should be 50-50. I don't believe in the 50-50 law about everything because everybody just not the same. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to be honest with you, Cookie. Now, I don't think that a man should wear his heart on his sleeve. It's
What?
not good.
You know
That's
what?
no, some men do, but I don't think they should. Because men are not. Most men not emotional like that. Too, you know what I'm saying? But you have some men that do. But a man shouldn't wear his heart on his sleeve. I mean, you can ask anybody. I mean, for real, for a guy, that's not a good thing.
So
It's really
what's the
not.
con or the down or however
For,
which one? What
well, well,
what's the
um,
negative of wearing your heart on your sleeve? What's so bad about it?
I mean, because it's an emotional thing. I mean, that's that. Most women are emotional. You see what I'm saying? So, guys being emotional, really, that's like, being in their feelings and you know what I'm saying? And being all like, so much is caring about this and that. Even when the guy do care, they don't like to show it.
Hmm.
You know what I'm
Why?
saying? Most guys don't like to show that they care. They don't want to show they only show their feelings to their significant other. But to another group of females, they won't even show their feelings, right? You know what I mean? You know, unless it's just that
Okay, so I
it just
want to
come up
ask
in
you, why is
conversation
that? Why do you think that it's hard for a man to show his feelings? Do you think
because
it's because he's scared to be hurt, or it's going to take away
no,
his masculinity?
no, that's well, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's what I'm telling you though. Most guys think most guys think that, you know, that take away from them they manhood. Guys like to stand their ground. You feel me? Most men do. Most guys just like to show that they the man of the house, right? Just like they do on jobs. Whereas it like how you would go. Let's say you on a job, right?
Hmm.
And the boss will give an order, right, to some things. You know what I'm saying? Now this don't go for all men. I mean, some men can deal with things differently. You feel me? But a woman can take an order and be like, Okay. And then they'll talk their shit under their breath and walk away and leave it alone. Be like, I don't know why they don't want this and that, and why they want to do this, and fuck them. But a man, a guy gonna be like, they gonna be like, huh? They gonna make a facial expression or something. You know what I'm saying? And be like, what the fuck? Yeah, I
Right.
don't know. It's a man thing. 'Cause it's hard to display. Like really. I don't think I'm not wearing my heart on my sleeve. I can't agree with that. No, I ain't doing that. Look at
I
my
forgot to also mention, I had
look at
started
my
off
face. I'm a man. Look at my face. I'm a man.
looking at your face and knowing that you're a man. It's not going to take away that because you're emotional, because you show some emotion, because you let your guard
True.
down for love. You know, I forgot to tell y'all that song that I played on my intro. Y'all need to go check it out on iCloud. It's by Carrie Kelly. Um, it's I Am Religion, and it's called Baby Come Back. And it's other music on there that you're going to hear from me. But in case you can't wait for me to come live, because I know I don't come live like I'm supposed to.
I
This,
remember, not to interrupt you, Cookie, but I remember when being in the studio when he was making that track. I was talking about him. I'm like, yeah, bro, I dig that. I'm like, you know what? A lot of people gonna like that, bro. I said I like that little sample on there, baby, come back. He like to do music like that. You know what I'm saying? And express
I
himself to
love
the ladies.
the whole track. I don't know what they
Yeah.
call it in the music business. What is it called? The um,
No, you said the whole track. You talking about as far as the music,
yeah, the
far as
album,
the track, that track. That's what
okay.
you said it right. That track, yeah.
And the way that it's listed, the way that he plays it, the order,
Hmm.
it tells a story. It tells a
Yeah, I
story.
helped him. Yeah, I helped him kind of helped him out input wise on organizing the songs. You know what I'm saying? From 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I'm saying? A little something like
Yeah,
that.
but that was number 6, by the way. And I love it. The whole album, I love it. It's very powerful. It has a meaning. It has a story behind it. So please go check it out. I think you will enjoy it. Anyways, back to love. I just want to know. I really I'm trying to figure out why is it so hard for people to really love, to put aside their selfishness. And like I said, I think for me, I know more people that's in love than I don't. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Even to the point of, relationship that may not have worked out, like say you got children together or you've been with somebody for a length of time and then you separate for whatever reason, but you're still
Right,
able to be friends. You're still able to have that um, connection to a person to care about what happens to them later down the
right,
road. Who you can call and just, I don't know, go through some shit that you might be going through with your present, person. And that person is there to help you through it. That's when I think it's more powerful to say, I can love you without being with you. That's what true love means to me, that no matter what, you got me. We can get mad at each other. I think I've said this before. You can be mad at somebody and maybe not even speak to them like you used to, but you still care about what's going on in their life, you know?
absolutely. I agree.
So I
That
don't know.
shows the truth. That shows the true, that true definition of love right there. That's that true blood right there. When somebody you care about somebody, like you just said, like when y'all separated or whatever, and you call and still check on them and shit. I just wanted to hear your voice. You know what I mean? I just wanted to know if you're still alive. You don't want to pop up at nobody's house or nothing. You know what I mean?
And as y'all know, I think it's Friday. It's the 14th, right? Is it Friday? It's going to be 14th. So that's going to be
Yeah.
Valentine's. And I was like, should I say this for Valentine's? I said, no, because when Valentine's goes, we're going to be popping it. We're going to be popping, right? So when you think about, if you had to think about, I don't want to say your last relationship. I'm going to
What's
say
good with it, Uncle Jojo?
blessings, my brothers, blessings. When you think about one of your relationships, let's think about one that maybe you were trying to figure out, or you know for a fact whose fault it was, or is it you or was it them? Give me an example of, or can you give me an example of something that you had that question about in your head, or that maybe you spoke it out to the person, like, is it me or is it you that, you know, I ain't getting dinner every night, or we ain't, you know.
It's gonna be a problem. Don't know. That might be a problem. That might be a problem. We're gonna have to definitely discuss that one. What you mean?
Oh, you didn't get a notification? Oh, babe, I know. I'm just happy you're here. I probably should have sent you a link, but you know me. But when you get time, I know you don't like to go back and listen to your videos, but please go back in case you missed it. I played a song and there's some good music. I think you'll like it. We'll talk about that later, you know, in the back channel when I talk to you if you want to know. But it's by Carrie Kelly and it's called Baby Come Back. I love that song. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Now, Cookie, she think he done dedicated the song to me and her now. Now she want me back, y'all.
Baby,
I'm ready to put a ring on it, baby. Pack your bags, baby. I'm putting the ring on it. Get to Chicago. Y'all see where it says yes or no. Ask her why. Ask her why, Uncle Jojo. Why under her thing it say yes and mine say no.
Okay,
Really?
So Jojo, you see my backdrop, right? It says, "Do you love me?" I'm under yes. Isn't that amazing how that worked out?
You so silly.
His say no. His say no. And why is that? Because it's the truth.
Because I'm a bad boy.
So
no diddy.
So back to my question, because I see you tried to distract.
No,
Can you a situation where you had to ask that question? Is it me? Is it you?
Woo! I think it's plenty of situations, man. Like when you don't agree, when a person don't agree with you about like a conversation or something, you know what I'm saying? Certain aspects, you know, a person might want to, you know, you feel like you 100% right about something, you know, and they, you know, you say, well, hey, you know, you say, for instance, like, you know, you have a conversation with a person and you like, you know, man, so what was up with you the other day? Like, you know, what was going on about that? You know, and then, you know, well, and you try to talk to them and have a conversation about it and talk it out or whatever, and then, you know, but they don't want to, now they don't want to talk about it. Now they don't want to talk about it. You know what I mean? Like,
is that like a question you said to, like, was it me? Or was I imagining this? Or was it
yeah,
you?
like, so then so since they don't want to talk about it, then you know how you avoid it, and you be like, okay, whatever, and then you be thinking in the back of your head, like, okay, I wonder, like, man, was it me? Is it me or is it them? Is it that person? Is this because I don't think, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, is this right? You know how you start questioning yourself, is this person right for you? Or, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Sometimes the reason I said that is because sometimes a person will let every instinct, Cookie, they let that shit deter them from the whole relationship. You know what I mean? Like they'll let that one instinct, because they didn't agree, and they'll let that one dang on thing sit up there and be like, you know what? I don't think we right for each other. I think we should break up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I wasn't laughing at you.
Oh.
Because JoJo said something in the chat, so I was saying thank you, and I meant to put the heart emoji.
What did he say? What did he put?
I put thank you with a pill.
Oh, he said I just shared.
Yeah, and I said thank you with a pill.
Oh,
But
Lord.
I meant to put the heart emoji.
Your butt sitting up here trying to give my uncle some damn pills. Get the fuck. She trying to get you, Uncle JoJo, she trying to get you high.
So
She's trying to get you high.
I'm about to cry. Think of it this way, no Diddy. No Diddy.
No Diddy. No Diddy.
If I give you a pill, Uncle Joe, Brother Joe, y'all gotta forgive me. I started drinking a little too early because I was waiting patiently, and I
don't even have a drink. I got coffee. That makes no sense.
If I give you a pill, we're on a date, okay? And something happens, and the next morning, are you gonna ask me, was that me or was that you feeling horny? What should I say?
You say feeling horny?
Oh my God. Yes.
What you just say? Oh Lord.
I snuck you a pill. Oh no, I ain't sneak no pill. I gave you a pill, damn it. I ain't no Diddy. I gave you a pill because we was having a good time. And something happened. So the next morning, are you gonna wake up and look at me and say, was that me or was that you feeling horny?
It was that damn pill. Shit. And whatever else y'all was drinking out that
Blame it
bottle.
on the pill?
Blame it on the pill. Yeah, blame it on the pill. I mean, cause why wouldn't cause you won't, cause if that was the case and y'all both had that attraction, you want that to be
natural.
Natural, yeah. You want it to be, genuine. You know what I'm saying? That's the word I'm looking for. You want it to be genuine. You don't want it to be, oh yeah, she like that's just wait. That's like saying somebody.
Listen, Brother Joseph got a question. He said, "What kind of pill?" So I think you might know stuff like that.
Why you see? This is why it says yes and no right there. Because why would she put that off on me? I don't know. I may be younger, but I don't know.
Or nothing like that. So I'm gonna take a guess.
He said, "What kind of pill?"
I remember back in, and that wasn't really back in the day. But
how about a roofie, Unc?
The Molly? What's it called? The Molly?
Yeah.
So, what do they do now?
After they did what they call it, the X pills, they started out with the X pills. I don't know what the hell they do now, because I'm not in that generation.
Jojo, you know what kind of pill I can use?
Oh, I'm old as hell. Shit, I don't know nothing about them pills.
Go in the hood and see what I can find or something. Well, shoot.
I'm about to question him. What do you know about them pills, Unc?
But you know what? When it comes to those things, I think they're more in the suburban area. Don't you agree? Do you think?
No. That shit everywhere, baby. No, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Trust me. Yeah. These,
really?
hell yeah. Look, just like you can go to this ain't, they got them honey pack now things that they got that they sell at the gas stations and shit. That's not a drug, but it's supposed to be an increaser. You know what I'm saying? That increase the moment of your sexuality. Yeah, it's supposed to increase. It's called a honey pack. It's supposed to increase the momentum of your sexuality. You know what I mean? It's supposed to make you feel. I think I tried it one time a long time ago. I think I tried it one time.
312 said they got them. They got all kinds. Some that make you laugh, have sex longer, be angry, want to fight, all kinds. Oh my goodness!
Oh my gosh!
Different types of feelings. I think that's what you want for different feelings. Well, okay. So what if somebody was to give you, like I said, if somebody was to give you something like that, would you be mad?
Shit, I would. Shit, I don't know what it is, for one. Just because you say what it is doesn't mean that it is what it is. You know what I mean? And different things have different effects on different people. You know what I mean? So what might be an upper to you might be a downer for me. You see what I'm saying? So no, and I don't mean no. I'm saying like it just your equilibrium, right? I'm saying as far as your equilibrium, it might make you sleepy. I don't know. I'm just taking a guess at shit, but it might make you sleepy, tired. It might make you mad. It might make you, you just never know. I don't trust nothing. I don't trust this
You
shit.
said you want. Okay, you said you wouldn't want to be. You wouldn't want anybody to give you a pill because you want it to come natural. If you know. So if you're feeling this person, right, and but you're nervous because you're like, okay, I'm feeling her, but maybe she's not feeling me, and I don't want to jump the gun and then blow it for the next date. So I'm just gonna behave myself. But maybe she wants to, but she's trying to be a good girl.
I don't think neither. I don't think neither party gonna behave themselves if they took that pill.
If they didn't give you the pill, because you said you don't want the pill, you want it to come natural. So, you know, if I offer you the pill, because I know this, I try to be a good girl. So I'm not gonna just tell you come jump my bones, you know, and play mattress polo. Right. So I was like, TV, you want to try this? You're gonna say, nah, I ain't taking that. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that thing gonna do to me. Or would you trust me and take it?
I'm not. I don't trust you. I don't trust. Hell no.
So I go back to my question: is it me or is it you?
I don't trust nobody with nothing. Let's be honest. I mean, I wouldn't trust my mama unless she knew what she was giving me. What?
Okay. The JoJo said gas station. I want JoJo to stop making me laugh while you talking. JoJo said gas station pills.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got the honey pack things, and then they got these pills too that supposed to increase. I don't even know if they work. I mean, I've heard people say that they take 2 and 3, 4 of them. You know what I mean? And it works for them. But I'm not trying shit. I'm not. I don't.
That's your story. You stick to it. You know how people, hey, Red Bunny, blessings, baby. You know how people say, I'm asking for a friend or my friend. Yeah, that's you, DB, right now, right?
Yeah, I'm definitely asking for a friend then because I'm not trying. If it ain't sanctioned by the government.
DV 312 said it was on the news. A girl took a fake, what is that? Something and died. PERC.
Really?
I know if they work and the people
that means perk, PERC. That's a perk pill.
Perk.
She said perk, PERC.
Percocet, is that what that is?
Yeah. But Percocets, if she said a fake Percocet pill.
Blessing, my brother.
What's going on in here, man?
What's good? Cookie trying to get us high. She trying to get us high right quick.
Is it you or is it me?
Some pills. What the fuck is going on in here, man?
You know how these roads get bumpy, and what I was trying to say how the pills came out because
What's up, 713? Damn, I called you 713. Don't curse me out, shit, man. 71.
You know you finna get it.
I don't know why I'm putting that 3 because that's the area code out here. So that's my bad. She used to it now.
She still love you.
That's what I said.
She still love you.
So JoJo, if I gave you a pill, would you take it?
Nah, I ain't taking no pills, man.
Hell no.
No blue boys, none of that. No yellows.
Okay, but the question is, you're on a date, you're feeling her, you're not sure if she wants to go any further, so she offers you this pill because she's maybe a little, shy. She don't want to look easy.
What? Hey, what the heck?
That's a problem.
So what you gonna do? Slip it in my drink or some shit?
Right. That's what I was thinking. She was saying.
No, I'm giving it to you. I may not tell you what it's gonna do because, like I said, I don't want you to think that I'm easy. I want us to both, take it, and we're gonna just see where.
We both taking it.
Yes.
What is this? Some kind of ecstasy pill or some shit?
Cookie like to set her niggas up. She like to set her niggas up.
I don't know. See, Red Bunny said, I'm taking the pill. She's taking the pill.
Probably mean a morning after pill or some shit. I don't know, man. Birth control,
Damn.
312 says, I'm not a secondhand item.
What's up, Red Bunny?
Oh, gotta get used to the shit. To shit.
What the hell is going on though?
Yeah,
What are you
I
talking
don't
about? An EXO?
Who you?
That's a
No,
pill.
I'm
That's
asking you. I'm
that's
asking
an X
you.
pill, Cookie.
EXO.
XO. That's an X pill cookie. Sometimes they had a red devil face on there, or they had a dolphin on there, I've heard, or the Lucky Charm symbol on there. I've heard I've actually seen some because I know a couple of people that mess with
Hell,
those
I
shit.
hate taking Benadryl, so
Man,
yeah, gonna give me no pill.
Well, y'all telling me
right.
y'all not y'all don't like to experience different types of excitement.
Cookie, you want to tell us something?
Is this something you talking about? Yes or no?
It's just things come pop in my mind. Cause like I said, I was saying thank you, and I meant to put a heart, but I put a pill.
Yeah, so your mind was on these pills, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially after they especially after they start making that sipping on scissor song. Who the hell won't take Benadryl from now on no more? You know what I mean?
Okay, well,
Yeah, Molly's and shit.
Red Bunny
Yeah.
says it's just mollies that they do. They don't do the E's anymore.
Oh well, I don't know. I ain't
Oh.
never taken none of that shit.
I don't
exactly.
think I've ever
That
had
part.
a pill.
You took gas stations. You said.
I didn't say that. DB said he
Oh,
took.
DV said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pills that be at the gas stations, they supposed to increase your sexuality though. They got honey packs that come. It's like a syrup, tastes like honey.
Red Bunny, you caught that right. You caught that
And then they got these big ass horse pills that I seen up there. I said, hell no, I don't need that shit. If I need all that to make my thing hard, then it's a problem. I'm not.
I thought you said you took them before.
No, I took the honey pack. I never took the pills, but I took the honey pack before.
What's the
Just to
difference?
see.
You took it.
Don't ask me. I don't know, Cookie. I ain't never took the pill. I ain't never tried both of them. I don't try too much now.
Okay, let me ask you. What did you take the one that you purchased for? If
The
I
honey
may
pack.
ask. Okay.
What? The honey pack. That's it.
Honey, I don't,
What's
honey,
it for?
whatever it is. Chocolate,
Mhm.
whatever.
He
Right.
said chocolate.
What did you take it for?
it just to try it.
Come on,
Just to
man.
try it.
Okay, you took it just to try it. So what did it do
Come
to
on,
you?
man.
What was
It didn't do the thing. That's what I'm saying. It didn't do anything for me. But most people say that they took it. See, maybe it's because they took it while they was drinking already or whatever, and then they take like 3 or 4 of them or some shit, and then they claim that's what they claim. They claim
Okay,
that
you say you took it just to try it. What was you trying to do?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
I was trying to grow, Unc.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to grow. I was trying to put a couple of inches on. Put it like that.
Okay, so
You tried to
wasn't
back
you.
up out of that question.
See, I don't want nothing that's gonna,
Now, what pill are you talking about, Cookie?
taking any pills.
She don't
You
know.
just-
She don't know, man.
You just said if you was to give somebody a pill.
I was just hypothetically saying that.
Oh Lord.
But I will tell you, a few years back, I ain't gonna say how many years it was because then I'll be telling on myself about something. But
Tell on yourself. Go ahead.
a while back, my doctor put me on a depressant, right? And this depressant was supposed to keep my mind from racing. And it did do that. But when I first, you know how your body got to get adjusted to, right? So when I took it for the first time, I found
This
myself.
way going haywire.
Don't laugh, because I'm always
I'm
exposed.
not laughing. I'm not laughing at you. I was this.
Found myself
This stuff is over here
on
tripping.
my
How this
bed.
going around?
On my bed, doggy style, on my knees and hands, looking at myself in the mirror across the room,
What?
right?
Was you naked?
I had my bra and panty set on, looking pretty, my pretty sets.
Oh my God.
I was twerking. And I was
Mm.
like, and you know how you catch it's like, what the fuck am I doing? Like,
You ain't had no camera on, did you? Go back and make sure YouTube don't have no video of you like that.
shut up, TV. So I was trying to figure out what the hell am I doing, looking at myself doing this, right? Like I was getting ready to do a porn section or something. So I went back and I told my doctor, and I was like, I don't know if it was just me or if I was horny or whatever. But she's like, well, how many days did this happen after? I said, it was like the third day. So she's like, okay. She said, you probably was just horny. I said, oh, you think? She said, yes, but it had nothing to do with the pills. She said, I don't think so. But after a week, I found myself being more. Now, I wasn't thinking about the problems that was going on and who was getting on my nerves. I'm sitting, I'm calm, and people getting, pissing me off, making me mad as they always do. But guess what? I'm sitting back looking at them and I'm thinking about sex. I'm thinking about, looking at movies.
Oh Lord, Cookie.
Yeah,
You just needed some mumbo jumbo. That's all.
Daydreaming like, oh, I bet
What you was looking at? Glory? The movie Glory?
I was looking at stupid movies. Like you see Lifetime movies, or like when you're watching Power and they having a sex scene. It wasn't like a real naughty movie, but I'm like, oh, I bet that feel good. Oh, no.
It was all in the mind, Cookie. That's it. It was in the mind, baby. You just was horny.
So it had nothing to do with the pills.
Mm-mm.
I don't know about that because
It might have played a little bit of a chemical imbalance there, as far as your equilibrium. But like I said, they, pills does a different, it works on people differently. You know what I mean? So it's hard to say. I don't know how it makes you feel. Might not be what it makes the next person feel. That's why some people take 2 and 3, 4 of this stupid shit out here. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I'm gonna be honest with you. So.
Yeah, buddy, you know what? I probably still got the bottles. I know I still got some of the pills.
God damn.
Damn. She done put.
I don't never
know. Hid them motherfuckers in the refrigerator to save them just in case you want to.
I'm looking at these comments. Somebody said they're gonna ask their doctor for a script.
Yeah, I cannot remember the exact name, but I'm gonna look it up in my cabinet because, like I said, I keep stuff sometimes because they say that pills really don't expire; they just aren't as effective as they would be if they hadn't expired. So sometimes, I'll keep medicine just in case I might need it, and I can get to my doctor in time and hope that it works for whatever I need for it to work for. But anywho, back off the pills because now
that's what I was saying, Red Bunny. Those honey packs, my bad, Cookie. That's what I was saying, Red Bunny. Those honey pack things, they're a popular thing now. Like you don't really hear the rappers really talk about it, but a lot of people that you meet and you'll see them buying that little thing up in the gas station on the slide. You know what I'm saying? Along with their little condoms.
Okay, so those are the ones you bought, DV?
Yeah. Huh?
He said, huh?
No, I wouldn't. Nah, I ain't trying. I haven't tried it.
You bought a honey pack before.
I said before. I said I ain't right. I don't still buy them or nothing. But I did it before. But it was so many years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like
okay. So those are the ones that you bought, the honey pack.
Yeah, I bought the honey pack. It ain't nothing but a syrup that you buy in a pack, like a little it's like the size of a little ketchup pack or some shit. Like it ain't like it's something big, humongous or something.
Okay, but what I want to know is, you said you can get it at the gas stations. So do they have these little packs that you could buy to make you arouse?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what they got the pills too.
I'm not talking about making you grow. I'm talking about make you feel moist.
That's what they say they do. They got pills too. They say that's what it does. That's what it's supposed to do. Yeah.
A man or a woman can buy.
Okay, look. You know what, Cookie? Next time you go into the gas station, right?
I don't think we got that in.
No, listen. Pay attention. When you go, let's say you go. Let's say you go into the gas station. Look behind that counter, through that glass. If you see something up there hanging, they say XXX something, XXX something like that, or whatever. That's those pills.
You sure do know a lot about they bought them in a long time.
You say only 5'4", so shit.
Exactly. So I don't mean no harm. I'm only 5'4", Cookie. God damn.
God damn.
And I'm learning from 312. What do you mean?
312
says she on them. What is it? Honeys?
I don't. Now you ain't gonna get me whooped. I don't know if she on them now. You ain't gonna get me beat up.
Oh,
I'm
you
only
just
5
said
and
you're
4.
learning from them. I'm trying to
I'm
figure this
learning
shit
from
out.
you. Yeah, I just she named about 3, 4 of them. So
Where you see that at? Because I don't see no names.
Gas station
They
pill.
sell them all.
That's what I said. 7-1.
Oh, damn, y'all with y'all pills and chicken at the gas station? What
Well,
the
you brought up the pill.
look, Cookie. Now don't just be going. Then you know what, Cookie? Hold on, y'all. Hold up, pause.
I'm asking about the damn honey pills.
Right, hold up, y'all. Pause. Pause. Now, Cookie. Don't be going out trying shit without reading the back of the labels now and find out what the hell it's gonna do to you. You know you got bad legs and shit. You know what I
Evidently,
mean?
you didn't read either because you said it didn't work for you.
Right?
This is 312. Bless
Hey,
it.
What's up,
hey.
JoJo? You trying to get into it or something?
See, I told you.
Huh?
What's good?
I know goddamn gas
No,
station.
you didn't already pull one shot with the 713 shit. That's why I'm not speaking to
Oh
you.
my
I
god.
don't call you Mr.
Uh-oh.
Jackass. I don't call you Mr. Reagan. No, Mr. I can name some shit, okay? I got a book. I can name some shit to your ass. I don't do you like that. Stop coming on here talking about something. What's up, 713? You know my goddamn name.
God damn it. Do you know
Ain't no
713?
goddamn it. And then you ain't heard me talk about I take no goddamn honey pack, motherfucker.
No, DV said he learned from you.
No, I heard what he said.
Oh, okay.
He said that. 312 said she on them pills. You ain't heard me say no shit like that.
Okay,
I
calm
was
down.
repeating. What is
No,
this?
he coming. No, you reaching. You reaching, nigga.
What's up with all this energy?
We have
That's what I'm trying to figure out. What's the problem? Is
I
we
ain't
into
got no
it?
energy. Listen, let me get something out the way. Let's get something out the way here. I was repeating what DV said. I call you 713 because
Listen,
713.
play it back. Play it back then. Play it back.
713 is an area code in
That's
Houston.
yours. It ain't never been mine. I've been 312 from day one.
Well, my bad. I want to
Oh,
address
okay.
your
Yeah,
ass, period.
I'm past that. I'm past that. I'm talking about
It
the
don't even
popping
matter.
the pills. You ain't hear me say
Man,
that.
I was repeating what DV said. I didn't say you said it. He said,
You said that, DB. You heard me say that,
I'm
DB.
learning.
Wow.
Man, listen, man.
You know what? I love.
Shit, man.
I
What the hell you
refuse not
talking
to.
about?
You
I
heard me say
refuse.
that, DB. Wow. Huh?
I'm not gonna get whooped.
He
If
said
I
he
answer your
learning from
question,
you. That's
What
what
did
he
I
said.
say? What I put in the chat? I said they sell a lot of different kinds. Didn't I say
yeah,
that?
that's what that's what
That's
I
what I
thought. I
said.
heard.
They got
That's what I thought
different
I read.
colors for
He
different
said
fillers.
learning from
Where
you.
I come
I
from?
repeated that. The hell are you talking about?
Play it back. That's what the hell I'm talking about. Play it back.
You type something in the chat and Cookie read it, and it sounded like you read out like 3 or 4 different things,
This
and
ain't
that's why I was saying
I don't think it ever said I said I'd take them.
no.
right.
He
No, I don't think you said
learning
it.
from 312.
Yeah,
So
that don't mean she taking
Man,
though.
all this so extra energy
what
is
you learning from
directed somewhere else,
312?
man.
Cause I'm extra. Cause when I feel
Well,
it and smell it,
you
I'm
be
extra with it.
You be extra
I'm
then.
with it. I'm
Be
extra
extra.
with it. Yeah,
Well,
I'm
be with
extra
it.
with it.
Be with
That's
it.
get with it then. Get
No,
with
you
it.
get with it. You came
Get
up
with
here
it.
for me.
Get with it. Get
No,
with it. You
get
reach
with
for it. Get with it.
Man,
Get
man,
with
let's
it.
see what
Shit,
that
strike a
shit, man.
match. Fuck you mean?
I mean what the fuck I just said.
And I
Good vibes
said what
only.
the fuck I just said.
Good vibes
What it
only,
is.
y'all. Good vibes only.
Yeah, it's live here.
We handing out. We handing out pies. This our new thing. We handing out pies. Positive internet energy. Positive internet energy pies. Good vibes only.
Love both of y'all. So let's not do that, please.
Give them a cake or something.
Let's
Shit,
not-
that ain't sweet enough.
Where it don't need to be. We don't do that here.
I'm only 5'4".
Checking for
Yeah.
me like that. Shit.
Hell, I need another
Anyway,
honey
I
pack.
digress.
I need another honey pack, man. Let me put it in my coffee.
Next time I go to the y'all said the gas station, I'm gonna look around.
No, it's both.
They
I'm
be
saying
right at the
it's not
glass. You ain't gotta look around. They right there.
right. It's at the gas station.
They
It's
all
right
over the place.
by the
Any
counter.
gas station now. I don't know
Right.
about no other sexual, personal stores. If you going into the gas station for just anything, if you see a bunch of folks in the line, trust me, that's what they going in there for.
Hell yeah.
And the bottle
it's
of
right,
water
it's right
because their
behind
mouth
the
gonna be
counter.
dry. Yeah.
Yep.
They're going to get the bottle of water and one of them little whatever he just said.
All right, let me
Yep.
say
Ask them to show it to you, Cookie, when you go to the counter. When you go to the counter, ask them
She
to show
don't
it
want
to
to
you.
do all that. She don't want it.
Pause for a minute. Pause for a minute. Let me
Okay.
just say this for real. Let me
Okay.
say this. I have much love for everybody that's on this panel and for my brother JoJo. And I really don't like to see things like that happen. I want us to be able to talk and have fun. We know each other by now. I know 312, you get sensitive with that 7-1 thing. I understand. I do understand.
Well, we ain't got to study on it. We ain't got to study on it. We can keep it, you know, keep it flowing, baby. All right.
But I really hope that that never has to happen again because I love
It won't, because I ain't never coming back up. That way we ain't got to worry about nobody saying no, hey, 713, because I won't be in the building. How about that? I'll stay where I'm at.
Well, you don't have to do that either.
Yeah, that's what I have to do.
You
Because
know,
see, people think they could just say anything and then turn it around and say they're just playing. You know, this goes on too much. You know, this goes on too much. Too much with me. And I don't bother people. I respect everybody. Same way. I respect everybody. But when I see funny shit, I'm not gonna hold it. I'm not gonna throw up off of it days later. I'm just not doing that. You know, cause I didn't have JoJo back when a soul have this motherfucking back, okay?
we're not gonna
Not a soul.
Not gonna go there. That's
I'm just saying, and I demand my respect. That's it. I don't like all that picking. That's picking. Oh, my bad. You know, I've been 312 from day one since we opened up this gate. So 7-1 ain't never got to ever come out. Never. But don't do that to me, because I don't do that to nobody, and especially him. I don't do that to him. I didn't defend him on several channels. So don't do me. That's all I'm saying. And I will not have to return. I will stay on my own porch with my own keys, because ain't nobody gonna come for me and then say my bad. You know, like I'm a kid. No, I respect everybody. But I guess it come from the last live with me speaking. When I get on the panel and I speak the truth, you know, then I get attitudes from all over the place. Not you. Just I'm just
saying. I don't think we're not going to bring that back up either.
no.
I don't bring what happened.
I'm just speaking on generally me, not nothing about nobody else. I'm just saying that's how I feel. That's where they come from, and that's me. That's how I feel. You know, this happened too many times, and it ain't funny. Because you ain't doing nobody else like that. You're not going to make a mistake calling nobody else's name. You're not doing that to nobody else. Everybody got to give respect, but I got to get picked on. You know, and then take my attitude and take it all the way across the border somewhere. Like it's unknown. You never heard of it. So I'll stay in my lane. That's how we're going to do that. And y'all have a good night.
Okay, 3.
Well, I don't want you to feel
Appreciate
that
you coming up.
All right.
Yeah, so that's enough about the pills, huh?
Yeah. I like I said, is it me or is it you? This was supposed to be about understanding.
I think it's probably always me. You can put the blame on me, baby. It's probably always me. I won't even get mad at you.
I know a couple where the husband, he's very attentive to his wife.
Uh-huh.
And no matter what she do, even if she's right or wrong, not that he kisses her ass or he's pussy whip or anything like that. He just has so much love for his wife that he never wants to upset her, especially over something.
He a yes man. He a yes man, Cookie. That's what that's called.
I mean, like he'll put his foot down about things.
My uncle was like that.
You know, if it's like where she want to change something in the house, you know, and he's like, well, sweetie, we just, you know, redid this last year. Yeah, but I'm tired of looking at it. And I just, okay, baby, whatever you want.
Right. Yeah, that's the way my uncle was like. He liked that about my God rest my auntie soul. My uncle was just like that. He is a yes man. Whatever she say, She always is right about anything. If you know go to the store, you picking out this. You think this a nice color? Do you like this? We think we should buy this. Whatever you want, baby. Yeah, whatever make you happy makes me happy. It's that's a good. I guess that's a good thing though, because you know what? Shit, you don't have to worry about a lot of arguing when you go that route. You know what I mean?
I can honestly say that he doesn't ask for much. He's more, he works hard. He takes care of the family and the household and stuff like that. So but if somebody fuck with him, or if she needs to have his back, she got his back. She's never gonna go against him, even if he's wrong. When it comes to somebody approaching
Right.
him about something. So I just really try to understand, when it comes to relationships, how hard do we work to make a relationship work? And that's how I am even with friendship.
Right.
This live, my spirit is now all fucked up. And I hate when that happens. That's why I don't do lives anymore, because if I'm not feeling who I am, I can't bring the joy and the happiness.
But see, that's what I'm saying. The thing, what the thing about that is, the trick about that is, when they say keep it, just keep it flowing. Hey, change it up, change up your game. That's it, and call it a day, and keep it moving. And don't, because the more you talk, you steady thinking. You see what I'm saying? You got to do the opposite. Think later. Think later. Think later.
I can only speak for me. For me, even though I'm talking, my mind is still thinking about.
That's what I'm saying, though. You think.
And I need to get it off my chest, because then it's in here. It's in here. And it makes me angry. It makes me bitter. It makes me think like I don't do this. Like
but that's where what I'm telling you is you got to try a different way though, Cookie. That's what I'm telling you. Because if you don't, you thinking of
YouTube.
You thinking because you thinking in terms of, hey, I need to get this off my chest right now. Everything don't need to be addressed about shit and have to get it off your chest is what I'm trying to tell you. Honestly, it's like the best. It's some of the best formula. You know what I'm saying? It's some of the best format, because later on when you think you should be thinking about it and addressing it, guess what? By then you be like, you know what? It don't even make sense, because if you do, you know what I'm saying? Because hey, motherfucker, too old. I'm only 48. Goddamn it, I'm too old to be stressing. Come on, man. So what do you think I'm telling you? I'm not being. I don't mean that as a low blow or nothing. Trying to be funny. I'm dead ass. You know what I'm saying? You don't need that.
Definitely don't need to be stressing myself out because I'm
worried. Yeah, you don't need to be. Hell yeah.
Because the doctor tell me I need to.
Right, bring it down. Bring it down a little bit. Yeah, lower that elevator. Go back down to the first floor, baby. You know what I'm saying? You all the way up. Bring that elevator back down.
All the way up.
Go back down to the corridors.
You know what? I feel you. I understand. I do.
Mm-hmm. You had another. So was that the only question you have? Did you have another question for me too?
It was not really. I wanted to get people's input on how do they handle a situation in their relationship where they are going through, is it me that's, looking for love the wrong way? Is it me that's expecting too much out of a relationship? Is it me? Is it me? Is it me?
Well, you know how I am, Cookie, because I deal with different folks on different, like they say, different folks with different strokes, different. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to deal with people on different aspects on how they. Some people you have to deal with them the way that they are. You see what I'm saying? And you have to be on their fucking level. You know what I mean? Because that's all they understand. But you have to go about it in a different way. You know what I'm saying? And to be able to get your point across to them, because that's all they understand. If they dummy up, they want you to dummy up, you know. So you got to play the dummy role with them, and at least enough till you get your shit out. You know what I'm saying? And what you trying to tell them, because it just don't work that way, you know. Because this is what I was telling you before. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the way you think as a person, as an individual, the way you feel is not always the best answer for the next person, because they don't look at it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you can't, you what can you do? What can you do? You can't beat a person up and blame them because you saying, well, hell, this is, you know, everybody touches the stove with fire and know it's hot, right? But that doesn't mean that, goddamn it, that, you know, just because you turn the stove off, you know what I'm saying, and the fire was lit and you turn the stove off, that don't mean the stove ain't hot no more still. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let that motherfucker sit and cool down, right, for a while. Exactly. So that's all it is. You have to let it cool down, let the, you know, and that's and be done with it. You feel me? You do your part, you know, you do your part, and that's it. And stay in your lane, you know, do your part and call it a day. That's it. I've learned that. I mean, I've learned that a lot, especially with this.
I'm gonna play a song that's gonna get me upbeat and get this
Go ahead, do your thing. Go ahead.
dedication to my nephew. So that I can get back in this.
Okay.
Better watch out, cause I'ma pop your head. You niggas out to talking, we'll leave you dead. You bitches ain't get money, need to get your bread. So bitch, you better watch out, cause I'ma pop your head. You better watch out, cause I'ma pop your head. Niggas out to talking, we'll leave you dead. Bitches ain't get money, need to get your bread. So bitch, you better watch out, cause I'ma pop your head. I'ma pop your head, I'ma pop your head. Y'all niggas get the trippin' now like bitches, yeah. I told you run up on me, pussy, I ain't scared. I got my goons around me, shit, they everywhere. I'm by my bread, shit, you see the Cartiers. I told these niggas what it was, not like me fair. Told them that's a dream, shit, I don't care. Cause even when I die, I'm still fresh, yeah. Understand that it's just me. Niggas wanna kill the game, shit, nigga. You was not Chucky. Understand I'm big nigga, shit. I'm just kinda husky. Niggas always try to dump, nigga, but they can never ever slump me. See, I'm back, yeah, I'm rolling. Niggas always try to take control. Told you what it was, I played the cards crazy, it's you know. Understand I'm gonna play the joker, it's just how I roll. People waiting on me, I said I am way too incredible. You better watch out, cause I'ma pop your head. Niggas out to talking, we'll be dead. You bitches ain't get money, need to get your bread. So bitch, you better watch out, cause I'ma pop your head. You better watch out, cause I'ma pop your head. Niggas out to talking, we'll be dead. Bitches ain't get money, need to get your bread. So bitch, you better watch out, cause I'ma pop your head. You don't get chickens, my nigga, your pockets is on it, let's breath. You don't get bitches, my nigga, we all know your breath smell like crap. My bank account forget now, I just gotta go give me some bread. If you on the way, nigga, watch out, cause you know I will pop your head. I'ma go and get it, you know, cause I said it. Watch y'all niggas talking, they is with the feds. All they do is talking, they won't rep they said. I'm a young nigga from the 717. Snitches always scheming, calling 911. Make a play, I walk out of the 7-Eleven. Niggas say they trapping, they is really bluff. Us at night, extend the clip on all the weapons. I said on all the weapons. Watch out for feds. Fuck opposites. Niggas always talking, leave them in the dirt. Hey, we playing. This ain't a joke. This ain't just a game. Better watch out. Niggas out to talk with me every day. Bitch ain't getting money, better get your bread. Bitch, better watch out, I'ma pop your head. Better watch out, cause I'ma pop your head. You niggas out here talking weird, leave you dead. Bitches ain't get money, need to get your bread. So bitch, you better watch out, cause I'ma pop your head. Better watch out, cause I'ma pop your head. Niggas out here talking weird, leave you dead. Bitches ain't get money, need to get your bread. So bitch, you better watch out, cause I'ma pop your head.
You like that, DV? I know you like rap. I ain't too crazy about rap, but that's by my two nephews, Freddie and Angel. I remember when they did that song, and I was like, boy, what are you doing talking about popping people's head? You don't got no gun. He's like,
You so silly. I like. No, I remember. I heard it. That ain't my first time hearing it. I heard it a few times.
Okay.
I like
And
it. I like it.
He's auntie, it ain't about, and I knew he was lying to me. He's like,
It's catchy.
You in a different energy, like you don't care what's going on, you know. I'm just about getting my bread. I'm about doing this. I'm about doing that. I said, yeah, okay, boy. So whenever I hear that song, even though I know they call themselves, you know, they ain't gangster or nothing.
Right. It ain't got to be. You listen to the words. That ain't got to be about popping your head, like popping and killing them.
It's just about, you know, letting it go, you know, just let's let it go. I don't know. The way he said it, it just made me feel like he said, I'm gonna tell this old lady whatever she need to hear, so she don't be getting on me talking about hood, gangster, da 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 da. But and I just needed something other than what I had already put up there, because what I had put up there is all about love. It's all about love.
Right.
And I wasn't feeling the love, so I needed to bounce it off. Brother Jojo, I love you. 312, I love you. And I'm going back to what I do best. So, like I said, this live was supposed to be trying to help people through their relationships, trying to understand our spouse or our significant other to the point of, do you blame yourself or do you blame the person that you with when something is going wrong? Rather it's communication, you know, or, you know, the connection of sexual arousal to that nature. You know, I wanted to have fun with it because, you know, I'm a very sexual person. I'm a very horny person. And now I feel like I'm being so serious about it. So, you know, everybody's welcome to come up to put their input. Brother Jojo, I hope you do come back. If you're still in the chat, I don't want no one to ever feel like they can't come up here and have fun. And good vibes only, positivity.
That's positive internet energy.
And I yeah. So, yeah. So, DB, you want to talk about love? You know, another thing too, and like I said, I don't want to just keep talking. I don't want to keep just talking.
No, you can talk much you want.
I don't want you to think I'm putting you on the spot. Don't, you know.
No, go ahead. I mean,
because I know, you know, sometimes, I don't know. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I go through this. Like I always try to make things personal because I can only talk about what I know.
Exactly, and that's
being married of 17 years. I have been up, I have been down, I have been in the middle of trying to figure out, you know, is this where I want to be? Is this where I should be? Am I happy? Am I satisfied in all areas of life? And I ask myself this a lot of times: is it me or is it him? Like, fuck, you know, like I'm gonna put something personal out there. My husband, everybody know he's African. He has a different way of showing his love. He's a doer, you know, a supporter. You know, he ain't all touchy, and we don't do that public display stuff. We, you know, he's a serious type of guy. And I'm serious too, but sometimes I like to, you know, I like to hear good, sweet things, you know. So we were taking care of some business, and I happened, because I went to the doctor's on Wednesday, And he went to the doctor's on Tuesday to do his blood work, his annual. I went to see about my heart stuff to get this little thing put on me. And so when I came back from the doctor's, he was at work. So Thursday, we're working on something for his portal to go, to find out how his blood work was with the doctors that called him. So we called him back, and I have to sit there and, comprehend every little thing because he's from a different country and he don't always understand all those doctor terms. I don't either, but I'd understand them a little bit better. Right. Anywho, so, while we're on the phone talking to his doctor, when he got done hanging up and then I started trying to set up for his portal, I showed him my little thing. I don't know if you can see it, my little thing I have on.
Oh.
Now, I know that he cares. I love you.
Is that one of them? Is that one of them? So you won't get pregnant patches.
Okay, y'all. Is it him or is it me? And I said, okay. Now I was expecting him to say, "Oh, what's that? What's that for?" You know what he said?
What?
Are y'all ready for this? He said, "What that got to do with me?" Huh? What? Huh? So, like I said, I'm nice. I'm sweet. I'm godly. I try to be
So maybe he said that like, no, I ain't gonna say. Well, maybe he thought did he think it was a Band-Aid, like a white Band-Aid or something, for a cut or something?
Can you see? Can you see?
I see it. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Do you see this? Do you see this thing right here?
Yeah.
You see this thing?
Oh! You got the
button. I have to
push like a button on there. Yeah.
So it looks like a Band-Aid, but it has this button thing. So
right.
it ain't no damn Band-Aid.
Right. Exactly. Okay. That part.
Okay. So you say, see, people think I'm nice. But
so what did he say after he said, "What they got to do with me"?
What that got to do with me? What the fuck? What?
Oh shit!
That's all. I'ma pop your head. That's all. My head is
eBay fucking up. eBay fucking up.
Your head about to get popped. What?
Right. You say you should go swinging, huh?
So he came downstairs, because we watch shows together sometimes before we go to work, especially when he gets into a show, and I have turned him on to Family Business, right?
Right.
So he's been, trying to catch up on that. So before work, he'll try to get like 3 episodes in. So, that was special time because normally he'll stay in bed until it's time to go to work. He leaves out at 2:00, so he won't get up until 12. So he's been getting up like 9:30, 10 o'clock, have coffee, make breakfast, sit like that, and enjoy the show for a couple of shows. So he's like, I just came down here to watch some TV. I'll go back upstairs and go to sleep. You want to argue? I don't want to argue. I want to know why the fuck you said what that got to do with you. What you mean what that got to do with you? I'm your wife. When you came down these steps and asked me to help you with this conversation and the phone call and portal, did I say what that got to do with me?
Well, you know what it is, Cook. It take you back. It take you back to
cookie. Don't say my name 3 times.
It takes me back to what I first told you though about a man wearing his heart on his sleeve. Men.
Thank you, JoJo. It's him. Thank you. Thank you. I just seen that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to tell you, though, Cookie. It's him. It's him. I mean, a lot of men is like that. Some men are not. Some men can be more sensitive to the fact and be like, "Damn, babe, what's that? Oh, are you okay? Do it hurt? What is it? And then they want to know all the ins and outs. They want to ask you 30 different questions. You're like, hold on, let me tell you. Damn, But some guys just not, feel, you know what I'm saying? They just not like that.
My husband of 17 years.
Cookie. It doesn't matter how long
you cannot use this. I don't comprehend. I didn't understand. I didn't know what you mean. I didn't know what to say. I didn't mean it that way. You can't use. I'm tired of That's
But Cookie,
what
you can't get emotional with that, but you can't get emotional though, right? Because a person is, you know, everybody's just not as passionate like that. If you didn't know that a person's not passionate for 17 years since 17 years ago, then what what are you complaining about, right? You see what I'm saying? It goes with the territory. That's what I'm saying. So he's not passionate like that. So don't expect that. Don't
family. I said, you can't expect him to be something he wasn't never before. No,
exactly. But so you can't. I'm not taking that for him now because I'm not trying to get no I'm not trying to get whooped on this here internet now. I'm just
listen.
telling you. I'm being honest. I'm being 100 with you now. That just it is what it is. You feel me? So I'm trying to save faith on your nerves, so you won't be, you don't put your feelings into it. Don't put your emotions into that. Be like, oh boy, please, however you talk, like, oh man, please, whatever, yeah, wave it off and call it a day, and go talk about it to your girlfriend.
Tell me what you be me, okay?
That's what I'm telling you right now. And wave it off.
So tell me what you would. I want to hear exactly what you would have said.
I'm telling you now. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm
Oh,
saying
no,
I would have waved.
If I say what that got to do with me, DB, what you gonna say?
Right.
Tell
If it was, I'm telling you, if it was, I'm saying, if you ask me, I'm saying, me personally, then I wouldn't have said what he said. I would have been like, I would have said, like, damn, what is that thing? What, but for him, for you, okay, on your end, right? You should have just been like,
going around the question without asking.
no, listen, what I'm saying, because I already answered. Listen what I just said a second ago. Listen to what I just said. I said, you should have just wait, because you know how he is already for 17 years. You should have just waved it off like, wait, please, what did you talking about? Like, man, whatever. And then talk about it with your girlfriends and call it a day. You know what I mean? But you could have waved that off and ain't know what you gonna do. Could start cussing them out right there in public. What you gonna do?
We was right here in the house.
Oh, well, okay, even at home, what you gonna do? Make an argument, the whole debate about it? What that's gonna do? That's gonna he might have been finna eat a whole stack of fluffy pancakes and eggs and bacon and everything for breakfast, and now you just messed the whole breakfast up because you want to get into some arguing.
Blessings. Okay, I got my answer from a man, Mr. JoJo, and he said it's him. Next scenario.
Sir Miguel, what you mean you got your answer from a man? The hell, what the hell am I? I'm a man.
Because you didn't
I'm on the side for the floor, but I'm a man.
I asked you to give me your response. If you were me and you said, baby, look at what this is. And me as your husband said, what that got to do with me? Now I want to hear you not respond as I did. Tell me your response. What that got to do with me?
Shit, listen to your deep ass voice. I'm questioning if I am the man in this relationship now. Shit.
You're not. You're me. That's why I said you ain't listening. You're me.
Well, Cookie, I'm not finna sit on here and talk and sound like no girl. You ain't finna have me all over YouTube sounding like no Bjork. And have Sir Miguel and them down there and Uncle JoJo going on his next live talking about me. DD over there talking about some. No, you ain't finna. I'm not finna do that. But I'm telling you what I would have did. You could have waved it off and been like, man, what is you talking about? No, this is. You could have just simply. You could have listened closely. You could have just waved it off and been like, okay, and just simply said, no, this is what you call a such and such, and woo, you know what I'm saying, and explain to him what it is. You could have did that. But if you didn't do that, and you went into the fact of what talking about some no, this ain't what, so you acting like you don't care about me, you're not even gonna ask me what this is, and this and that and the third. Look what you're doing, Cookie. Look at me how I'm acting. You see what you just did? You just went into straight B mode.
Okay, is it me or is it you?
Yeah, it's you. It's you.
Well, I'm talking about.
I just told you how to prevent that though from going into B mode.
We're talking about a new scenario. You go to the store. And
you going to buy one of your pills.
I went to the store the day before.
Okay.
I picked up a few things. You go to the store
Did
the
you get
next
your
day
pill? Okay.
and you really go shopping. And you come back with at least 5 items that I bought yesterday. But you surprised me and buy some stuff that I didn't ask for.
Okay.
It was like, oh, okay, that was sweet. But then I'm looking at the shit that you double bought. Like milk. I don't need all that milk.
So is this after the patch thing or before? That's what I'm. Oh, okay.
So this is before.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, that's so sweet of him. And the next day I'm like, ah. So is it me or is it him that
So you bought too much milk.
Like you didn't look in the refrigerator before you left? You didn't
Right.
see me in there the night before? You didn't
Right.
pay attention to it? Like even though he didn't see what I brought back, but still, you go to the refrigerator and grab yourself a water.
Well, he's trying to be on the safe side though, because he know, it's like if y'all the type of people who likes to get up every morning or whatever, or every night eat. You know how grown folks, they like to eat a lot of cereal. Sometimes we do it since we was kids. I mean, I used to do it all the time, but I don't know more because I don't all that sugar. But I'm saying, that could be the purpose.
So now you said it's me. Is it me, JoJo? Was it me to be like questioning that he overbought some food?
Some
Or
people freeze.
I throw away milk. I
But
don't
some
even buy
people
a gallon of milk. I buy a half a gallon and I don't use that.
Some people throw it. Some people will take some of their milk or something and put it in the freezer until they get ready to use it.
I ain't got no room for no milk in my freezer. I barely can put the meat in there.
Damn.
What kind of meat I buy?
Damn, you buy a lot of it. Ain't nothing but y'all two. God damn, Cookie, what you over there feeding that man? What you doing? What you feeding eBay? What is you over there feeding eBay? Shit.
We have oxtails. We eat cow.
Shit,
ribs.
he ain't that much taller than he ain't that much taller than me, so I know he ain't eating that much goddamn food. Damn.
My baby's 5'6", okay?
I'm 5'4". He 5'6". He's not that much taller than me, and he's not a fat guy. He's definitely not a fat guy. I can vouch for that.
Okay, my point is it me or is it him? With
It's you,
food.
baby. It's you, baby. It's you.
I'll
It's
take
probably
that.
always you. It's probably. I can see you now. I done been on the phone with you, Cookie. Woo! You don't want me to say woo? And I done heard some of the debates. Lord Jesus, y'all. I can't do nothing. I'm on the phone. I'm on the other line. She got me on speaker, and he knows she got me on speaker and everything. And I'm just sitting back. I can't help but to keep on laughing. And then she says, DV, so would you this and that and the third? And then he'll turn around and be like, no, DV, this and that. I mean, we all just be in this, it doesn't be nothing personal like that, nothing, y'all. I ain't saying like, they not fronting or no shit like that. This is how they get on. You feel me?
Real
So,
shit.
huh?
All right, I like TV. I need you to. I need somebody up here that knows relationship. You won't give me no examples or nothing.
You're not listening to me. I'm giving you, man. This is my Mac Daddy Bible.
You're like not me. I'm tired of talking about my relationship because my relationship is special.
Okay, look.
I'm always going to be right. I
didn't dealt with. Well, I told you, Cookie, personally, I didn't dealt with, I didn't dealt with a lot of airhead type women. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I done dealt with some nice-hearted people that, type that'll get up and cook you breakfast or ask you or invite you over for dinner or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or just say, hey, grab you by the hand and say, hey, I'm going to my family crib to go kick it. Won't you go with me? I mean, we ain't got to go as a couple, but can we just go hang out? Because they trying to see how you are.
Okay, let me ask you this.
You are already ready to cut me off and start asking questions before I even finish my story. Go ahead.
I want some definite answers and situations. So, let's say the last, have you had 5 relationships?
Mm-hmm.
You had 5 relationships? Out of the 5, how many was it was you?
I mean, no, well, it was a lot of the times it was them. A lot of the times and a lot of aspects. Because see, here's the thing with me. Here's the thing with me of something that I've called myself, I've worked on for years, and I really value, because I really used to be real argumentative about a lot of stuff in relationships. I don't like that no more. You see what I'm saying? So I don't like having to argue and stress and my point about everything, because you feel me, because if a person just don't understand you and they don't get you type thing, I'm not gonna make you feel like you get me, like you have to get me and you have to understand me, because you know why, at the end of the day, that sounds like Sir Miguel right there. At the end of the day, because I'm for real, but um they don't, they don't want to get you. Some people are just like this, and they don't care to understand you or your point of view about nothing. Some people are like that.
So,
It's
so
it's not a it's not a it's not a man, a woman. It's not a woman thing. It's a person thing. You feel me? Like, it's crazy.
okay, if you had that situation, how hard did you try to fix or work on either yourself or that person? Okay, if it's that person, right? How hard did you try to what's the word I'm looking for? Accommodate their wrongs or their
Well,
flaws?
well, you know, accommodating a person with they flaws can go to a certain extent, because it depends on why you accommodating them, right? Is it bettering you? Is it helping you? That's the first thing you want to think about. Is this really gonna benefit me to to sacrifice, to make that sacrifice or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Or, because if it's something that's just not that doesn't make any sense at all, then you're not gonna want to be a part of it. You're gonna just bag out and say, look, okay, do what you want to do. Leave me out of it. Leave
Mhm.
me out of it. Because you're not gonna give me a headache because you want to give yourself a headache. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
like for real. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
so sometimes you have to step away and bag away from a person about some shit. I mean, I'm smarter than I look. Come on now. I'm only 5'4", but I'm
Say you
smarter than I
was.
look.
I didn't say
I'm
you was.
smarter than I look. So, but here, here's the thing. Like, when you didn't dealt with people a certain way, right, for so long, for so many years, it does come a point in time when you actually and question yourself, like, is it me or is it them? You might you gonna do that every day. You're gonna do that always for the rest of your life. You see what I'm
And
saying?
in relationships too, because even with your friends, your kids, your
Exactly.
family,
That
you know.
part. That
So
part.
is it because we're so um
It's a human thing, like,
you think we
it's
like
nothing
to be
wrong.
people versus
The
looking at
to do what
ourselves,
to people? Wait, repeat that again. Do what to people?
to find flaws in other people, then to look within ourselves to see what we need to work on,
Right.
or if we understand what somebody
Well, if you
else
got
may.
somebody, well, if you dealing with somebody who always pointing out your fucking flaws, but they don't never want to step back and look at themselves and look at their own flaws, then that means they're not willing to listen to you. Or it could mean they have been listening to you. They have been listening to you all the time, right? But they
Mhm.
just didn't agree. You didn't see and catch it that they didn't agree with you before.
Right.
You just said fuck the way they thinking.
Hmm.
I don't care the way they think. I'm gonna try to force them to believe and think like what I'm thinking and understand what I'm trying to understand. That's what you just basically saying. And as an adult, come on now, as a, if you was a teenager, you might get away with that when you was in high school. But as an adult, we got to be adult enough to step back and be like, okay, I'm gonna just shut the fuck up and I'm gonna listen and let them talk and listen to what they got to say. And then I'm not gonna say nothing in response. And then I'm gonna give it a couple of days. And then I come back to this conversation and be like, you know what? I talked to several different people and they thought of it this way, that way, this and that and the third. And you was kind of right about that. You know what I mean? You take the flaws, take that shit like a grain of salt, call it a day, chop it up.
But
You know what I mean?
Well,
Instead of
sometimes you can't take a couple of days to think on something. You
because
need
you
to
don't want to.
figure it out right then and there. You know what I mean? You need
Yeah,
to.
you letting it irk your soul though. You letting it mess with your soul. You can't let shit do that. That's stress. That's what that's called. You can't let that shit bother you like that and irk you. You know, you gotta live your life, baby. You know what I mean? You hey, you got more days left in you, baby. Come on.
Oh, I hope I do.
Shit. I'm trying to make it I heard a guy on the podcast yesterday say, I want to live to, he said, I'm trying to make it to that, he said, I'm trying to make it to, no, matter of fact, that was Charlemagne the God. He say, I want to live till I'm 91. I'm trying to make it to that point in my life. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about no 91.
Well, shit, Cookie, hell, if I can live long as you can live, what can you do? You think so you don't want no life after you 80 years old? You don't care about your life after you turn 80?
See, I don't mind living as long as I can still walk, which I can barely do that.
You might want to think about that, Cookie.
As long as I can wipe and wash my ass on my own, I'm okay. You know, even if I can't barely walk too good, but I can get up and go to the bathroom and I can go take a shower on my own.
Right.
And I think that's why I'm fearful of this surgery, because I'm like,
damn.
you know, did you see what but yeah, I wanted you to just talk a little bit. I don't know.
Sir Miguel, you want to hit the link, Sir Miguel, man? Maybe you good at saying stuff in a different kind of way, you know, because you know me, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna tell it like it is. I'm gonna tell it from from my little 5'4" aspect. You feel me? I'm gonna tell you, honest to God, true, regardless if you want to hear it or not. You feel me? And I take it. I take the truth with a grain of salt, even if I don't agree with you. I don't have to let you know that I agree with you. Okay, I'm that kind of person. Yes, I'm that kind of person, Cookie. That's why I'm how I am, because I don't have to. What's the significance in letting a person know that you agree with them actually about everything?
No, I'm not saying you gotta agree with everything, but it's nice to know that the person knows you're listening to them.
True. That's true.
You're respecting how they feel.
That's true. I mean, I totally agree with you. I mean, that's true. I totally agree with that. But at the same time, if it was a heated argument or debate or whatever you want to call it or whatever, and y'all just can't come to, then that conversation needs to be dead, point blank, and move right along. It needs to be and call it a day, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't need to be discussed, because
wait a minute, did you say
what you gonna get out of it?
Did you say if you can't agree, the conversation should be deaded?
Dead, yeah. At the end of the day, yeah, and move right along, because you're not. What you gonna get out of it? What are you getting out of the conversation? And we talking about still, you know, significant others, I guess, right? We still talking about significant others, right?
I'm actually talking about any situation, because, like I said,
in general, okay.
In general, because you can feel like that towards your spouse or your kids. Is it me or is it them that they tripping? Hi, Sir Miguel. Blessings to you, my brother.
What's up, Sir Miguel?
Good evening, Cookie. Good evening, DV. What's going on?
What's good? I had to get back my charger right quick, Cookie.
Love, happiness, and blessings. Was you following what we were trying to talk about?
Sort of, kind of.
So my question is, in a relationship or with people that you deal with every day, your friends, family, whatever, and you have this, is it me or is it them situation? Like when a relationship is maybe having a disagreement about something or rocky, and you're trying to figure out if you should stay in it. Do you look at it, is it me or is it them? Oh, it's not, you're not the problem, I'm the problem. How do you deal with that if you come across in a relationship where you're always questioning, is it them or is it me?
Well, it takes two to tango, so I think you have to look at you and that person. But at the same time, you also need to re-examine yourself, good, bad, or indifferent. And if you're being more of the problem, then yes, it's you. But then if it's both of you being the problem, then better heads would think that, hey, maybe we need to go our separate ways and move on,
Right.
and go from there. Because if I'm looking at me and I'm not looking at you, but then at the same time, if you're looking at me and I'm not looking at myself, but I want to point the finger, there's no resolve.
Right.
It's going to be continuous conflict. So I think cooler heads prevail, and I say this genuinely because I've been in that situation where it was like we both had to come to a mutual agreement that this wedding cannot go forward.
Right.
And once that was said and done, years later, the young lady even had to come back and say to me, actually, I was wrong, you were right. And I said, no. I said, we made a decision together that it wasn't right for neither one of us. Even whatever I tried to do or make it work, it still wouldn't have worked anyway. So cooler heads prevail, and we're still good friends to this day. Respect as adults.
Right. And that's what I was saying earlier. When you can end a relationship, because no matter who might have been at blame, you still can remain friends and have love for that person. We just not meant to be together,
Right.
So
that's why I said too. Some people just don't get you and your what you trying to you know what I'm saying? They don't get what you trying to, And do you agree with that, Sir Miguel? Because some people just don't. They don't get you. They're not trying to understand you as an individual. You know what I'm saying?
No, that is true, because I think what happens is a lot of times when somebody don't understand you, they're not trying to they don't even understand themselves. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So you're trying to make a mountain out of a molehill to put something forward when reality is really not going to work.
Man, that's what I'm talking about.
Exactly. A lot of people wanna, I would call it, say, have love, but it's empty. And what I mean by that, you're forcing something that that's not really there, but you really thinking you want to be with this individual because of protection and comfort. Because the average person probably wouldn't put up with your bullshit as well as the other person's bullshit. So it has to come to some remedy to say, you know what, this is not healthy, this is not cool. But some people in certain situations want to be comfortable even in a bad situation, because that's really all they either know, that's either what they're experiencing, or they're afraid of change or being alone. And I share this with, and I share this with a lot of young brothers. Don't use a broken relationship for a rebound. Sometimes you have to sit by yourself alone to figure out what it is, not only that you've done and brought to the table, good, bad, or indifferent, but you need to examine what that person has brought to the table. So in your next relationship, one of the most important things is communication, number one, and being friends. If you don't have either one of those, then the relationship is already doomed in the first place. So technically, you really can't move forward. But at the same time, if you don't know how to be by yourself,
Yeah.
you're never going to have you're not going to have a successful relationship. And I think too many people use other people for rebounds because they've had a failed relationship. And I don't put my personal business out here, but I had to learn to be by myself. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I enjoy the fuck out of it. Why? Because I can deal with my own bullshit versus dealing with somebody else's bullshit.
Or
I'm
answering to
comfortable
a
enough. Exactly. I'm comfortable enough to say, you know what? I don't need the extra baggage or whatever the case may be. Or if I want to resolve a situation right then and there and you choose not to, then guess what? That's not healthy for me because I'm not gonna go to bed mad.
Right.
Like
You
you know how I always say, Cookie. When me and you be talking online, and I be telling you about how people always want to put titles on everything about relationships and everything. Sometimes it's good not to put a title on it. For what? Because now you don't have to answer. You see what I'm saying?
But if you want
No,
something,
no.
you
Yeah,
can
go ahead.
for that title.
You can,
Like,
but
I remember,
learn that person though. Learn them.
right. I remember when I first met you, you said you wanted to be married, right? So
Yeah,
how are you going to get married if you don't learn how to compromise and meet a person halfway on their flaws? Because you got flaws too. So you're gonna want them to accept your flaws. So if you sit back and look like, is it just me? Is it just her that she ain't cooking my dinner every night? So do you start cooking dinner? Y'all, rotate on the dinner making, or do you say like, nah, she's a woman, she need to be cooking. She gets home before me, or she ain't working. I'm the man. How do you compromise to get to that title point if you're not willing to?
Well, now these days, now these days is a lot different because a lot of men are in the kitchen now these days. You know what I'm saying? Whether they want to
You
talk
said that
about it,
you
or
like
not.
to cook.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like me, I like to cook, so you know what I mean. Me and my woman, we might argue about who gonna cook this meal today, Servant Kill. You feel me? Cause because I like to cook too. So, but at the end of the day, I want to have. I would like for somebody to make my meal for me. Sometimes you feel me. I would love that, but it doesn't always work that way.
But
It,
let's say
it
you didn't like to cook, and
right, yeah,
let's say she only cooked on Wednesdays and Fridays. Now I ain't gonna say Friday, I'm gonna say Mondays and Wednesdays.
right.
When the weekend Friday, she wants to go out with her friends. You just getting off. You think you're gonna watch the game. You want some food on the weekend, and she gone. Do you accept? Say, you know what? Put it this way. It was like that when we started. So
Right. I think a lot of guys I think a lot of guys compromise themselves and then they get used to that. After they've been with a person for a certain amount of time, so long or whatever, so many years, then they
mhm.
start compromise. They get used to it and then they be like, well, I know my wife, she ain't gonna be cooking today, so I might as well go and stop and get my meal now and bring it on in the crib. You know what I'm saying? That you know.
So
Nah.
Miguel, do you feel the same way with what you said earlier when it comes to, let's say, family members? Like
absolutely.
you do have family where you like, what's my brother thinking? Like, is it me or is he really treating his woman like this?
Oh
Or
yeah, absolutely.
um,
I think a responsible person would look at it that way. I think whether it's a family member or a friend or whoever it is, you 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 can be born in the same house, but it doesn't necessarily mean that we're both going to do the same thing. We're going to think different. We're going to do stuff different. But if you see something that's kind of like out of the norm, I
mhm,
think respectfully you should be able to address it with your brother or sister, or whomever or whatever the case may be. Because at the end of the day, it really goes back to how your parents raised you and what they taught you. Most of us learn what we see from our parents, good, bad, or indifferent, right? So, in order to break that cycle, we have to really go beneath the surface and see what the root cause of it of that situation. But as long as we're looking at the surface level of it, we're going to continue to perpetuate the cycle because we're using that as a defense mechanism to protect ourselves from our own feelings because we may feel like we may be judged by our brother or sister, or uncle, or significant other, and so forth and so on. But I think
Right.
at the end of the day, we have to really be responsible not only for our mental capacity, but our spiritual capacity as well. Because again, yes, we all are flawed, but at the same time, if you know yourself well enough, you know how to check yourself before somebody else have to check you first.
Yeah, that play a big part too.
You know
You
what I'm saying? So so if
is
you're not so if you're not willing to check yourself, then when somebody checks you, whatever that behavior is that's not uh shedding a positive light, you're going to be offended by it. The
Right.
person who's trying to,
somebody
put you.
way?
Say it again, Cookie.
Is there a way to check somebody in a respectful way?
Absolutely.
Or does that differ between how much respect you may have for that person?
That part of it has to do with respect, but I think at the end of the day, if you're someone who's concerned about a situation, you should be able to address the situation irregardless. Now, if
Right.
that
That's
person has a problem with you addressing that situation, then they have a problem with themselves.
exactly.
Because again, if if DV is my brother and he see me doing something that's not cool or not right, and we have love for each other, we have respect for each other, we have a mutual respect for each other, and he come to me and say, "Hey, you tripping right now? Hold on, you tripping right now." And if I get offended by that,
Mhm.
then that tells him that I don't have enough respect for him to even respect what he's saying to me.
And listen to him. Right. Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And again, a lot of people don't really know how to communicate in love.
Right.
You don't have to be rude. You don't have to be disrespectful. You don't have to be condescending. But approach that person approach them in such a way not only that they can hear what you're saying, but they can actively listen to what you're saying. And most people don't know how to actively listen. They want to try to respond while you're trying to speak with them.
Right.
Yeah, you can't deal with everybody on the same level.
Exactly. So now the key point you just said right there, DV, you
hmm
have to deal with certain people or speak with certain people in a certain way because you may have somebody who's a crier. You may have somebody who's loud. You may have somebody who's timid. So you have to speak to them in such a way where it doesn't come off as offensive to them so they can hear exactly what you're saying.
Right. I
Right.
know I have a family member that's very sensitive. I mean, I thought I was sensitive, but she is very sensitive. And it gets to the point where, you know how you really got to think real hard on what you're going to say before you say it. And then by you going slow and maybe trying to get the right words to come out, they think that you're being either manipulative or you're lying or you're just making up shit to pick on them. And I try to be like, well, no, I just want to make sure I say it right. Say what right? Like, what are you trying to say? And then natural real tears come, and I'll be like, now I'm feeling like, no, I'm sorry. You know what? It's not that serious, okay? And now I can't say what I want to say that I think is the problem with whatever the situation is, because now I feel like I done made them cry, and that wasn't my intent. I wanted to just, let's say, I don't know, you didn't lock my door when when we left the house, and I told you make sure the door was locked. Like in my mind, the neighbors could be watching. They don't see you turn around and put the key in the door. So anything could have happened. I just want you to be more mindful, and I'm trying to say it because if I just say it that way, Well, I wasn't trying to put you in harm's way, and oh my God, I'm so sorry. That type of thing. You know, I'm not saying that it was the situation, but I'm just using that as an example that you got to be so careful, like to say, oh, I came back home and my door wasn't locked, and I was trying to figure out why wasn't it locked, hoping that she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I forgot to lock it when I left. You know, how do you say that to a person other than why in the fuck did you lock my door? That's how most people will come up, but because it's her, how can I say this to let her know this is serious? You can't just walk out my house and not lock the door. I don't care how safe you think the neighborhood might look. People, I watch all my neighbors. I watch all my neighbors. Not that I'm watching to see if they lock their door, but you're supposed to know your surroundings, right?
Right.
So I say all that to say that sometimes when you're trying to figure out if it's them or if it's you, I don't even know how to maybe figure it out because it depends on who I'm dealing with. If I know it's me or them, how can I get them to understand this is something you need to work on? Or do I just let it go? Because like, okay, it's my cousin. I love her. You know, what can you do about it?
Sometimes that's the best way, though, to let it go and then let them learn on their own. Because some people like to learn the hard way, you know.
True, and not only that, one of the things I learned about a person who cries a lot, when you tell them of a situation or you're trying to get them to understand, they're playing victim. So they don't want to really understand that it's you. It's not the person that's talking to you, it's you. So whatever that trauma is that happened to them, they're using that as their shield because they don't want to take responsibility, accountability for what they did wrong.
Wow, I never thought of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So in other words, they'll deflect and point the finger at you, but it's not you.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to be held accountable because they're trying to be perfect, even when eyes are on them and even when eyes are not on them. But in reality, they're imperfect because they don't want to hold themselves accountable.
That sound like them argumentative people, Sir Miguel.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the ones right there. They play the victim and they want to turn around and deflect on it and point the finger. And you know what I'm saying? Because they want to be argumentative. You know what I mean? And that's
it's called undiagnosed trauma.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Because again, a lot of folks, even as adults, whatever trauma that affected you as a child is going to affect you as an adult if you haven't dealt with it. And as an adult, if you had trauma that affected you as an adult and you don't deal with it, it's going to affect you as an adult in your relationships or people you deal with. Again, some people use that as a defense mechanism because they don't want to hold themselves accountable for what it is that they're going through. That's why a lot of relationships or friendships are
You still there, Sir Miguel?
not all of the black community, but in some of the black community, we tend to hold on to family secrets. In other words, each generation will continue that cycle of family secrets because the individual who started it in the beginning wants to portray themselves as being perfect, but they're actually. So what do they?
You going in and out, bro.
You keep going in and out, brother.
Because I don't want to acknowledge. I don't want to acknowledge that whatever happened to me as a child or as an adult actually really caused me PTSD. But I'm gonna look in the other direction so it won't come back on me. But I'm actually the problem.
Okay, so is it our job to recognize that undiagnosed trauma. If it's our significant other, our family, our friends, is it our job to understand or know or observe that this is a undiagnosed problem with a person?
I think
But
your question is should you address it? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, not necessarily address it, but let's say let's say this cousin, okay, she has an undiagnosed trauma. Do I say in my head, okay, she might have some trauma in her life that I don't even know about, so I'm gonna just allow her to have the feelings that she have and ignore when she does this because she's dealing with something that I don't even know about or that I can understand? Or should I bring it to us like, baby, is this something bothering you? Or do you realize that this and this is a symptom of an undiagnosed trauma? Is there something that happened? Like, am I supposed to go fishing to figure it out or just let it go?
Not necessarily. I think one of the things is you can address it and say, is there something going on or that causes you to cry so much, or whatever the case may be. You're not necessarily diagnosing it, but you want to get them to understand that you don't have to be emotional every time somebody addresses something to you or brings something to your attention. Because as long as you let it go, when something significant really happens,
Mm-hmm.
you might not believe them.
Wow.
Right.
I know I was talking to a family member's spouse the other week. And when you said about you learn, I forget how you put it, you're taught by your parents or how you are in the household. I forget how you worded it, Sir Miguel. Say that again so
You learn at home.
everybody know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you all of us have learned from our parents by what they do and what they say.
Okay.
And
go ahead.
A lot of times we carry that over into our teenage years, going into adult years. And the reason being is because who's our first teachers?
Exactly.
Our parents.
Okay.
Right?
Whoever's parenting you. Yeah.
Exactly. Whether it's grandmama, pawpaw, whoever. You know what I mean?
Right. So my cousin's wife's niece family. Yeah, cousin wife niece family. She was asking me what I thought about it because she said her niece asked her, I guess this husband of hers or boyfriend, I don't know if they're married or not. He has 3 brothers. And those out of all of the 4 boys, one of them likes to, like disrespect his girlfriend or women in his life, cussing him out. I don't know about the beating and hitting and stuff. So she asked her niece to ask the boyfriend, well, did your dad do that to your mom? Is that something that y'all learned in the household? Because she couldn't understand why the other 3 brothers are pretty much, the way she put it, is respectful to their women. But this one brother has a habit of being very abusive verbally to his girl. And she asked me, what did I think? And did I think that maybe the brother was lying about his parents? Because why is it that the 3 boys are good or respectful and the other one isn't? Like you say, you learn from your parents. So where did this other male child learn this behavior from? Or do you think that they're lying about their parents? Or do you think maybe he's seen something? Because maybe that's what I should have asked him. What age? Or what's the difference in the age? Because maybe he's the oldest boy and he's seen, how maybe in the beginning of a relationship, the parents might have been a little bit, arguing a lot and the other kids didn't see it. Maybe that's what I should.
Now think about what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times you can have the oldest child who see a lot in
Mhm.
terms of how the parent interacts. 3
Mhm.
years later, you have another child who didn't experience that. 5 years later, you have another child who didn't experience what the second child or the first child experienced.
Right.
Each child is going to experience the relationship between siblings a little different between their parents.
Right.
Why? Because remember, the parents are going to grow as you grow and get older, right? Some
Right.
things will change, some things will stay the same. Though you all were raised in the same household, you're going to look at the parents a little different based on how they treat you and how they treat each other in terms of who was born first, second, or third,
Right. I'm sitting here
right?
think of the brothers and their ages.
So, and even if you are 1 year apart, and let's just say you didn't experience none of that, it could be an uncle's brother, your dad's brother, or somebody who you real close with, and you're always hanging out with your uncle. You can see
Right.
him how he's treating his woman, or vice versa, the auntie treating her husband, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You can
I
also
like.
pick up on those things too. So at the end of the day, it's the family dynamics that can either make or break you, whether it's an auntie, uncle, your parents, or whatever the case may be,
Right.
because you're going to get different uh, uh, ideas, and your mind is going to be shaped based off those relationships that you have with an uncle or auntie, grandmama or mom and dad, or whatever the case may be.
Right.
See, a lot of times people or teenagers think that they're under so much peer pressure when you're not really under a lot of peer pressure. The peer pressure really starts at home.
Right.
Your friends are only an extension of your family,
You just want to play
but
victim again.
but at the same time, like they say, show me your friends and I'll show you how successful you'll be. Show me your family and I'll show you how successful you'll be. You can also use this as an example. You have children who are born into poverty, abuse, that become successful, vice versa. You have some children who are born into money but are fuck ups. Excuse my
Right.
language. So it doesn't really matter which side of the tracks you come from. It's your response into those day to day activities are going to determine how far you go. That's why
Right.
always you'll hear me say, if God has given you the breath of life, everything else is extra credit, which means how you respond to day things in your life,
Right. Highlight that
good or
last
bad.
thing that Uncle JoJo said about the spilling over.
Yes, he's Brother Jojo said unresolved issues spill over to your life in the present. Ooh, that's a
The,
mouthful.
the, if you would think about it, it goes back to what I was saying earlier. It's the same thing. If it's unresolved, it's going to spill over. See, when you pour too much in the cup, your cup gonna run over. You're gonna have an overflow.
Facts.
It's either
Facts.
gonna be a good overflow or it's gonna be a bad overflow. A
Right.
lot of times in our community, it's a bad overflow because we don't want to deal with that trauma or deal with that experience that really alter how we emotionally develop. Keep in mind, the first 5 years of a child's learning development happens in those critical 5 years stages. Your personality and everything is already set. So just imagine if you saw something so traumatic between the ages of 1 and 5, and your parents never took you to get help or therapy or whatever the case may be, or you didn't share it, how you felt or whatever the case may be, it's going to have a profound effect on you as you become an adult.
And
And I'm saying that from
that's what I was
that
about
just to be.
to ask. Do you think that um it
He don't like arguing. See,
yeah,
at one point I had to learn how not to argue with women because I was shut down, and then 2 or 3 days later I would snap and go off.
mhm.
Now it's like, you know what? I'm not even gonna do this. It ain't that serious for me. if you want to talk to me, but don't talk at me. A lot of
Right,
people talk
right.
at people and don't know how to talk
Yeah.
to people.
Exactly.
So do you believe that someone that's going through something like that can get the help they need with or work on what their issues are without being, as JoJo say, on the couch?
You don't necessarily have to be on. You don't necessarily have to be on the couch. You can work on it, yes. But again, if you know whether you sitting on a couch, sitting in a chair, sitting in the sand, or sitting on a swing, or whatever it is,
Sitting on the beach. Right.
yeah, you have to really dig deep into this thing, because if you don't dig deep and peel that onion back, you know how an onion burn your eyes.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? It's gonna kick your ass later on if you don't peel that onion open and let it breathe and get some air.
Yeah.
Right? All
Right.
you're doing is taking baggage into the next relationship and thinking you're healed when you're not.
Right.
Right? Too many people use relationships as a rebound. That's why I say men and women have to learn how to be by themselves. So let's say, let me use this for an example. Let's say you was in a relationship for 5 years. The first 2 years started off cool. The last 3 years, hitty, up and down roller coaster. The 6th year, y'all decide, okay, let me part my ways. So you going into the 6th year, and then 3 months later, you get into another relationship. You ain't healed yourself. You're gonna have to take at least 3 to 4 years to deal with the situation that you were in to get it out your system before you go into the next relationship. But what happens is everybody want to rebound and bounce back and go, oh, I need to be in a relationship. I need to do it. No, sit your punk ass down, deal with the situation at hand, make sure that whatever it is that you went through in that previous relationship that you don't carry over in the next relationship. And if you lie to yourself saying that you are healed, you're a damn lie, because you're going to end up doing the same thing over and over again. And guess what? You're going to get married, you're going to get a divorce. Then you're going to remarry, get another divorce. Well, they say third time is the charm. But 9 times out of 10, if you get to the third marriage, you're really going to be fucked up because you're still trying to figure out the shit from the first one and the second one. Sit your ass down, deal with the situation.
And you just stay with that person, but you're not happy, or you learn to adapt. That's the word. You learn to adapt because maybe you feel as though you don't deserve more than what you got, or
Well,
like you said, you get comfortable.
Okay, back to what I said. You get comfortable, but you're miserable. And guess what? You wasted years,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't get those years back. Then you look up, you're 50 years old.
Some people think what's the word, deviator, alleviator, or whatever. They think they way is the right way about everything.
You know what I mean? And mind you, a lot of us at one point in our lives try to fix people.
Right.
You can't fix somebody who don't want to fix themselves. If you're trying to be a fixer in a relationship, you're going to be broken at the end of it. And that person is going to go on doing their thing while you're broken because you wasted all those years trying to be a fixer.
And they are already happy living their life the way they is. They think,
Bingo.
That's what it is. You will never change their mind.
Yeah, it's sad to say, and it's unfortunate because, like I said, I was one of those individuals who tried to be a fixer and tried to be as compassionate as I could be, but then I was the one who was broken, and I had to really look at myself in the mirror, bro. You can't fix motherfuckers who already broken, trying to pretend that they're okay and they're not. They just want to be in a relationship just to say they're in a relationship. It's like some people want to be married just to be married, but don't understand that it's more than just saying I'm married. You know what I'm saying? Or or marriage or whatever the case may be. It's more to it than that. Because too many people, think about it. How much does the average wedding cost?
Oh, Jesus. And what type of wedding you want? I had a beautiful one, but it was done so fast. Within 2 weeks, we had everything together. And I don't think I spent no more than $15,000, but everything was beautiful. They was like, how did you go with just $15,000? Hey.
Let's just say we're gonna throw the 15,000 aside. Let's just say 40,000.
Mhm.
Somebody spent 40,000. Who are you putting the show on for?
Your friends, your family, because you ain't doing it for
Right?
self. You know?
Okay.
If you really love
So
somebody,
you
you get married at the riverside.
you right. You spend 40,000 on a wedding, and then you look up a year, 2 years from now, you still kind of 40,000 in the hole.
Right.
But technically, the groomsman doesn't pay for the wedding. It's really the you know
Bride
the bride's father pay for it, right?
right.
But of course, nowadays things change a little bit. But let's just say, okay, let me just use me as an example. At the time when I was going to get married, I was already 5,000-10,000 in. Okay, you think I got that money back? Absolutely not. The pot is all that gone down the drain.
Right.
Right? Let's just say if I went forward with the wedding, X, Y, and Z, it probably would have came out to about 30,000-40,000 now. I probably would have been miserable after the first year. Not because of the money I spent, but because of what I almost went along with, thinking that somebody really cared for me, but they really didn't. It was just the ambiance, or basically the man who didn't mind opening a door, or X, Y, and Z, because I didn't want to get into to bullshit or nonsense, or I didn't always have people in my business or whatever. If I'm in a relationship with you, it don't have nothing to do with your mama. It don't have nothing to do with your brother, your sister, your friend. That's between us. So if I'm not allowing outsiders to come into our situation, what you're trying to, it ain't gonna last in the first place. It ain't gonna work.
Right.
Because you got everybody in the business. You know what I mean?
Too
So
many different
again,
opinions.
exactly. A lot of people do things for show, or they do things to say, well, oh, this is what I need, this is what I want, or this is what I must have on my to-do list. Sometimes you got to cross certain stuff out on your to-do list that you can't afford. Just because your mother and father had an arrangement where mama stayed at home, daddy made enough money, or daddy chose to let y'all work something out. When you said, if I can't do that, don't expect me to do it, because I'm not them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what those expectations were from her to me, that I should pay all the bills. I'm going to go to school. We're going to be married, but at the end of the day, you want to be in control. Don't work like that.
Right.
Because again, we're both young. I'm not your daddy, and I'm not trying to be like your daddy.
Right. Facts.
Because your daddy's situation is different than my situation. Right. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. Right? So don't compare me to daddy, because you just graduated from college and I just graduated from college.
Exactly.
Those are daddy issues that I was sort of trying to fill in. And then I realized, hold up, brother, wait a minute, what are you doing?
That's one of them things about men. That's one of them things about men. Let them know. That's one of them things about men. We don't do that. We're not trying to fill another man's shoe.
Nah. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand when you were younger, but what about in this time in life? And let's say you're up in age, she's up in age, and situation happens.
Again, it depends on the situation, true enough. But at the same time, I'm not going to fix daddy issues or mama issues either. Because again, I can walk alone and be by myself.
Right.
you know, like I tell women nowadays, I choose not to be in a relationship because at the end of the day, I have one child left to raise. My focus is on him,
Right. Right.
right?
Gotta
And
respect.
again, if you can't respect me enough for that, and then I don't like this idea, and I've had this happen to me before. If if
Mhm.
if if I can't be first, well, first of all, you're not gonna be first,
Right. 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 But they want you to put up with 5 different kids of
right?
theirs, huh?
Uh,
Right,
be,
Sir Miguel.
I'm
Oh,
not gonna. Well,
speak on it,
I'm not
man.
gonna put you first. First of all, God is first. Number
Okay,
one.
Amen.
that one then.
Number
Amen.
two, my child is second. You are going to
Amen.
be third or fourth because at the same time, I'm still trying to deal with my own needs and wants. So no woman will never be first in my life. Never, under no circumstance.
Okay, but when we say first, I don't think I'm just speaking for me.
Mm-mm,
I
mm-mm.
don't I don't want to be first, but I want to be considered.
No. When you tell me specifically that you want to be first,
Uh-huh.
that don't jive with me.
Get it went to John 3:16 on them.
No, that's not gonna happen. And I've had that happen to me on several occasions. I was like, nah, I'm good.
Facts.
I'm good. Because if I put you first, then I lose sight on who brought me here first. If I don't align myself with the most high number one first, but if I put you before God, nah, we good. And I've been in situations where, like I said, been told if I can't be number one, then I don't want to be with you. I don't want to be with you either.
But is it wrong for a woman to want to feel special? Is it wrong?
I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's right either. All I'm saying to you is, as
Two
a
different
man,
things.
when
Hmm.
you're telling me if I can't be number one, or you give me an ultimatum,
Right.
please take
You
your
just put a
ultimatum and
judgment
keep
on it.
pushing. Keep
Right. You
pushing.
just put a judgment on the whole relationship right there.
I don't do ultimatums.
Right.
You do it all the time.
Oh no,
No.
I don't do ultimatums.
Uh-uh. Uh, I know what I know what you're talking about, Cookie, but just because one woman do it don't mean all women don't though, for real, for real. All women don't, Cookie.
And again, that's based on those situations that I was in. I can't speak for nobody else. But again, I don't do ultimatums, or I don't. Oh well, we don't do this by in 6 months. Then no, well, guess what? 6 months come, we still ain't gonna do it.
Right. Facts.
So you can pack up and go right now.
Right
I'm
now.
good.
I'm not trying to prove nothing to you about, man. Are you
Mm-mm,
serious?
I'm straight.
Okay, so have you ever given an ultimatum?
No, never.
DV?
No, like he said, like the man said, I don't do ultimatum. I don't give nobody. I'm not giving you no ultimatums. You know what I mean?
Because
I'm not.
if I have to give you an ultimatum, then that
Right.
means I'm expecting something out of you.
Right. Like you gotta
Mm-mm.
walk with me.
No,
Like
no,
I'm carrying you by your hand. Come on now. You
no,
grown, right?
no,
Uh-uh.
no.
We
Brother
both grown.
said, mind your own, or your own should remind you. Can you break that down for me? I keep asking him to come up and explain his little short quotes he keep making.
But he said, mind your own.
Y'all men talking in code. Y'all talking code, and I'm trying to figure out what all these codes he's saying about, because I want to know what. So you saying,
He putting it in layman's terms.
yeah, like, okay, so
That's
don't
all.
expect to be first. Mind your place, or I'm gonna remind you what place you gonna be at, which is last. Is that what
Oh,
you're trying to say?
let me put it this way. When a man has emotional intelligence,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what really and if you, when you think about vulnerability, but when you look up the word vulnerability, it's a different meaning. But when a man has emotional intelligence, he's able to sit down and talk to his significant other, and she don't throw anything up in his face when an argument comes, or vice versa. There's a level of respect, but when if I'm talking to you in confidence, or I'm confiding in you, and we get into a little verbal argument, you want to throw something up in my face about what I previously talked to you about, that shows the level of respect that not only the level of disrespect that you have for me, but you don't respect me in what I confided, with you in about something that I'm going through. Some women don't know how to address that, but when they do address it, they address it as an attack to make it feel like you're weak.
Aggression. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Huh?
okay, let's say our past, right? You can find it. You know how the couples that have a conversation ask you how many men you've been with, and you ask them how many women they've been with. Now they could have been with more women than you, but as soon as they get mad about something, they want to say how many men you've been with, and you this and you that. So is it what's it called?
That's part of being. That's part of not only being insecure, but at the same time, who gives a damn?
Right. I don't even answer those type of questions because it's so immature.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't even know where that came from or who started it.
Who started
but I find that kind of weird.
Right.
That's almost like that's no different than somebody saying they're a virgin at 35 and you talk shit about them. So what?
Right. How many people you sleep with? How many dudes you slept with? What the fuck does it matter? What the fuck does it matter?
That was before you. Don't have nothing to do with you. What about right now?
Right.
So did you hear me, Sarah Gail, when I was talking about my little thing, and my husband said, what that got to do with me? So when he said,
no, I didn't hear you.
Like you said,
he wasn't here for that. About the past.
Okay. I helped my husband with something. We both had doctor's appointment Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday, he needed help with his portal and talking to his doctor. And I did what a wife's supposed to do and help him because he's a foreigner. And even though he's been here for a long time, he still don't comprehend words or understand certain things. So I made sure my husband understood. So when we got done, I said to him, "Oh, babe, look, I gotta, the word is thing, right?" I said, look what I got on," or whatever I said to him. He said, "What that got to do with me?" So of course I got mad, and I said, "That's like when you ask me to do stuff for you or whatever. What if I say what that got to do with me?" So is that what you mean by throwing something back in somebody's face? I shouldn't have said that to him after he said that to me. Two wrongs don't make a right type thing.
Yes, but at the same time, what I'm saying is, okay, whatever that is that you have on you, it should be a concern to him because whatever it is that you're going through or whatever it is that medical situation is, it should be of concern.
So I was okay. I was right to be mad about his comment, about his reply, right?
In that situation, yeah, I get that, but I'm just saying, if it's a situation, okay, let me go back and use this as an example. What's up, brother JoJo?
My man.
Wait, Sir Miguel, before you keep, can I say something before you explain it though?
Yeah.
Before you go into it, like I was telling Cookie, right? I said that she didn't have to get emotional about it. I said that she could have waved it off and just explained to him what was going on there. You don't have to get into that B mode. You understand what I'm saying? So I just wanted to drop that in because she didn't say that part. But go ahead.
No, I get that. I get that as well.
Okay.
Let's just say, for example, Cookie and I in a relationship, and I say, Cookie, this happened to me when I was about 14 or 15 years old.
I'm looking at you sideways now, bro. Go ahead.
And you go, okay, love, blah, blah, blah. And then let's say 3 or 4 days, a week later, something comes up. We get into an argument. And she throws that up in my face.
Right.
right? That's where the disconnect will come in at, because I'm thinking that I'm telling you something, or I'm confiding you about a situation that occurred when I was younger, and it's affecting our relationship, and I'm letting you know this is probably the reason why. But then you throw it up in my face in that argument, then that tells me that you didn't respect what I was saying or how I was feeling or what was bothering me. Too many men don't like to talk about those situations because 9 times out of 10, depending on who they're dealing with, that's going to be thrown up in their face because of an argument or anger. Most men don't like to talk because of those situations. But if I can come to you and confide in you about something that's bothering me, it shouldn't come back up in an argument or whatever the case may be. And some men do the same thing too. It shouldn't be that way, but it happens. Why does it happen? Because you're trying to make that person feel like they ain't shit for telling you.
Right.
You make them want to feel weak. So I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't.
Right. You forcing it on them.
Let me answer Red Bunny's question real fast. It's hard to say because some things, like if I have surgery, other than this last one where he would have been out of the country, I have surgery. He's there with me, there when I wake up. He caters to me while I'm home. Let's say I come home at 11 o'clock that morning from surgery or 1 o'clock. He has to leave out to go to work at 2. He makes sure I got everything I need. The refrigerator's good and everything. My medicine's set up where it needs to be if I can't walk to get to it. But his ass goes to work. And then he comes home from work at 2 o'clock in the morning. He asks me how I'm feeling. If I just say, okay, he going upstairs, eat, take a shower, do whatever he got to do. And that's it. But if I say, well, can you bring me something to drink? He'll bring it, stuff like that. If I, going through a surgical problem, going through something, he's good with that. But when it comes to I remember years ago when, I was in my mind, I would be honest, I wasn't happy. I was going through some shit. We was going through some shit, I felt like. And I told him, I'm not happy. And he says, I'm not happy because I don't want to be happy. And then he says, what do you mean you're not happy? You know how many women would love to be married? And I thought that, like I said, sometimes I used to take things into consideration because of his religion and his culture, his understanding and comprehensive and explain. Maybe he's confused about what words mean. But no, you've been here since 2001. We've been married for 17 years. We shouldn't have no miscommunication of nothing when I say something. So if I'm telling you this is, on me now, I never had to put nothing on me to monitor nothing. I take blood pressure pills, and that's it. So if I'm telling you this is because I want you to ask me a question, because he just came back from Africa like 2 weeks ago. So, and I've been going to a lot of, so when I showed you this, I'm going to say, well, why are you wearing that? What's going on? What's that for? I want you to ask me some questions, not what that got to do with me. So of course I'm gonna snap the frick out. So did I answer your question, Red Bunny? Okay, go ahead. Jojo, what you gotta say about all this?
I'm sitting back and I'm listening to it, and shit, my man, he gonna always come up here and put it in perspective, and I just sit back and just absorb it and speak on it accordingly.
Right.
And I think you was kind of grappled with what I mean by mind your own, and your own should remind you.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning, listen, if you minding your own business, your own is your own business. You dig? You see how it works? I just use certain words and flip it. My man know what I'm talking about.
Right.
And to you goofies, when I say my man, they go, "Oh, did you hear him call him his man?" Just goofy shit, man. This is This is beneath me. Not this conversation. This is a beautiful conversation. But when you can't put the energy where it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep the vibes because everything should be a vibe on some kind of positive energy. And if you can't accept what the vibe is, it is what it is. I really don't spend a lot of time on that. But to go back to what I'm saying, your own, meaning your own business should tell you at some point, well, this ain't none of my business.
Right.
It should remind you of this is out of my pay grade. This is not my business.
Mm-hmm.
But if you on some old,
Right.
Out of your pay grade type shit, of course you're gonna make it your business without even knowing what the business is. You dig? So I say that in reference to you asking and highlighting that question and asking like what what does that mean? That's what it means. People will be better off minding their own goddamn business. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shit. Because it should be a easy, friendly reminder. This is not none of my business. So why am I in it in the first place? You did? You follow where I'm going with this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because your business should remind you, this is not none of my business that I'm worrying about someone else's business.
Right.
It's that simple. That's what I said. It's like flipping a fucking key. I've always used these analogies. No one gets it, and they think I'm being fly with it. Of course, I'm going to be fly with it because that's where I'm from. You dig? 832-281-713. You dig? You understand what I'm saying with this shit? So don't get this shit misconstrued. Ever. Don't let it be a problem now when it wasn't a problem before.
Mm-hmm.
You dig? And that's all I'm saying, man.
Let me add something to what JoJo just said. And I don't know if anybody, whether you was watching the Bushes or whatever the case may be, but I did a live called Mentally Incarcerated.
That sounded like it was good.
A lot of folks are mentally incarcerated because they refuse to deal with themselves and to be at peace. When you accept the fact that you are mentally screwed up, you will have the peace and understanding that Jesus gives versus what the world gives. A lot of people think the peace that the world gives is actually giving them peace, but it's actually making them confused and mentally unstable. A lot of our young men and older men are dealing with this right now because they either overreact or underreact because they're still dealing with childhood trauma to make them think that they be the so-called alpha male that makes them look good in the eyes of society and in women, when in actuality, you are locked up mentally, and that's the only way the devil can confuse you to make you think, as long as you keep doing something over and over and over and over again, that you are okay. And I use myself as an example because that's something that I had to learn.
Right.
Because a lot of people are walking around here with PTSD and don't even know it.
Hit them with another bam. See, this
so
is what
again,
I'm match to it.
And I use this also. I call it post-traumatic sex syndrome as well. And people don't even realize they have that. But I'll save that for another day.
Another live.
So is it safe to say, because I have to admit, I do fly off the handle a lot. And I think I might have shared this before. And it's because I felt as though as a young kid, I wasn't heard.
Yes, you do.
So when I'm talking and someone overtalks me, or I feel as though they're not listening, either I'll shut down and just be quiet, or I go to that next level. And I've been working so hard throughout my years not to go to that next level. But then when I keep it in, and when, like you said, the camel that broke the straw that broke the camel back, or the cup overfloweth, when it comes out, I don't like I don't like myself at all. Then
Okay, let me ask you something, Cookie. Is it that you're trying to be heard and want it to be heard, or is the person that don't want you to be heard is doing it? You know what I'm saying? Because it takes on its own origin.
And you're forcing your point across.
Well, it's not so much a forcing your.
No, I'm saying she could be. And I'm saying, like, she could be trying to force her point across sometimes, you know, like I said earlier, when you trying to make a person understand, you know what I'm
saying? I'm asking it from her vantage point and her understanding. And see, this is all individuality. It has nothing to do with anyone else. It's just a vantage point from looking at it from different lenses. Is it that you want to be heard and you want to get your point out, or is it just somebody don't want you to be heard because to be heard is to identify, and when I say identify, something that the particular other individuals don't want to identify, and they've been getting along with it for so long, it becomes common. You understand where I'm going with this?
Can it be both?
It could be both, but how do you view it? That's what I'm saying. It comes to individuality here.
It's relevant, because I'm always. I know a lot of people who care about me don't like when I say this. I'm not the brightest in the bush. I don't articulate my words as well as others. My mind works differently. I speak how I speak. I talk how I talk, and I think the way I think. So when I'm talking, like I said, I always do, even though I use that example about my cousin of how she cries and she's very sensitive. I've learned to do that with so many people because I don't want to offend. I don't want to upset. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Because like you said, people are dealing with trauma. Absolutely. And I don't know if they have, what's it called, PSTD or whatever, that might trigger them. So I want to make sure each individual that I'm dealing with, I'm trying to understand who they are. Even though I may not know the whole picture, I want to understand who I'm dealing with so I don't trigger a person to act in a negative way.
So you walk around on eggshells because you're trying to appease who you are and cater to someone else. That means, let me tell you how this shit works with me. If that individual or those particular dynamics that you just explained is not congruent, that means it don't match, because it was presented when you presented yourself to that person. So that person spent less time understanding who you are and wanted you to furthermore cater to who they are. And that is a selfish trait. That's a selfish trait. Right. You want me to identify all of your inadequacies, if I'm going to look at it in that vein, and respect it, but nevertheless, you don't respect mine. You know why? Because it was no respect in the first place. And here's why I say that, because for that person to identify your inadequacies, if they're going to look at it as such, that means they're taking a necessary time to point out and identify what makes you click versus you worrying about what makes them click and walking on eggshells. I refuse to ever be a slave to someone's petty thoughts. Ever.
Right.
Never. That's never been a trait of me, and I'm never going to start that shit because it is fair exchange. It's common courtesy. it worked this day, but today it doesn't work. Well, what the fuck is going on in here?
Right. I found, you know what I found out that my favorite word is? Even though I like to talk about love and happiness and all that, and DB will contest to this. Listen.
Ooh.
And I tried to figure out, why do I use that word so much? And DB, trust me, don't take it personal. I do it to everybody. Can you listen?
I thought that was my own special thing, baby.
No, I see myself saying it to family members, friends, you, and I'm like, why do I find myself using that word a lot?
What love? What love? You say love?
Listen.
No, listen. The word when you
you
know how the person talking,
no,
and then they be like,
you would think that would be my favorite word because I like to talk about that, and that's what's in my heart. But what I find myself saying to people when I'm engaging in a conversation, and let's say I start talking, and then I say, "Can you listen, please? Wait, can you listen? Can you listen?"
And she's like, listen. Like she just listen.
Right.
Like you ain't hearing her.
One day I was sitting, I was like, I will use that because even my girlfriend's like, you always telling somebody to listen. You always saying listen.
Right. Oh my God, you don't listen. Like you're not listening. I'll be like, damn.
But if you think about that, how many people really actively listen to people?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You'd be surprised a lot of people don't. Because if you're actively listening to people, you will listen to what they're saying first before you even respond. If they're speaking to you and you respond to them while they're speaking, you are not actively listening.
All you're doing is hearing.
And then you have microwave thoughts within your head. It's like a premonition. You have this shit already in your head. So you're not coming in here actively trying to listen. You want to be heard versus listening.
Exactly.
Because
that's nasty work.
Don't get upset about it though, Miguel. You know what I'm saying? But don't get upset. Don't get emotional about it though.
But think about it though.
What I shouldn't be emotional if they're not listening?
No, I'm not saying you individually. I was just saying, you know.
I know. I'm just using me since we're talking.
Oh, okay.
Is that what
think about?
Just shouldn't get upset.
Yeah, basically. Go ahead, Sir Miguel. Yeah,
think about this.
I'm listening.
If I'm coming to you and I'm trying to convey something to you, and you're trying to respond while I'm talking, you don't really give a damn about what I'm saying, because what I'm saying to you, I'm holding you accountable in that communication.
Right.
But you're taking it as though I'm pointing the finger at you, but I'm really not. Right, but if you're going to overtalk me, then you're not really actively listening to what I'm saying, so you can really comprehend that you are the motherfucking problem. It ain't me.
Right. That's when the emotions kick in, and you putting yourself in that situation. Like it don't even have to be talking about you. I'm not even pointing the finger, talking about you.
But that's how the person will take it.
But that's how they take it. Exactly. There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So everything that we're saying, it all coincides with the whole conversation in terms of relationships, whether it's family, friend, husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend. It all summarized into what we're talking about. And if you really think about it,
absolutely,
active listening, and like I said, I'm taking the word that Master P used when he said communicate in love. If you really think about that, when you communicate in love, or you're going into a negotiation, you're putting what's on the table and what you're asking for without being rambunctious or being rude, whatever the case may be. I'm letting you know this is what I want, this is what I need, and this is what I'm going to get. If you can't give that to me, then I can actively leave this conversation or these negotiations on the table, and I can go elsewhere. I ain't mad at you. I respect what you don't want to give me, but I'm gonna go try to get it somewhere else.
So do you think the opposing person just want to be right all the time? You know what I'm saying? Do the opposing person just want to be right all the time about everything or whatever?
You know what I think? I think people just want to be heard, man. And we gotta do a better job at, as he just stated, listening. And
Yeah.
we haven't been afforded that because as a group of people, no one has ever listened to our plight. Our plight is something that we believe in and what we're going through, and we feel that something culturally
Mm.
that's within us. So we automatically have that deteriorating as out in our mind. And it should be deteriorating because you should have some kind of wearing down without, as he said, getting rambunctious and putting your plight out so far to the point where the next individual don't have a place in it. Because
We already
at
got
that
our
point,
guards up.
at that point, yes, you are absolutely right. At that point, your mind is already made up.
Right.
But within listening to that other individual, it could show some rationale to the point like, hey, this wasn't what it was. And all you had to do was listen.
Well, you could go take a seat on that couch, that you was talking about, and then think about it.
You know what? You know why I'm able to speak on this? Because I've been on the couch.
Right.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You
sir.
did? You understand this? I'm only speaking on experience.
Right.
I've been on the couch.
And see, that goes back to what I was saying earlier. I can only base those things on those relationships that I was in. Like you asked, I think you asked DBY earlier, was it you or was it them?
Mm-hmm.
And I can honestly tell you there was probably maybe 3 or 4 times it was me. And I knew it was me. And I said, you know what? I gotta be honest. This ain't gonna work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's been
You
them.
got your preference. You got your preference though. That's a good thing though, Sir Miguel, because you as a man should have a fucking preference. And too many men, we act like we don't have preferences. That's when we left with that one, with only one thing left in our head. You know what I'm saying? This is my, I only want to do. I'm only in it for one thing. You know what I mean? Like, no, we gotta have a preference as a man. We should, for real.
Because the beauty of it is, if I can come to you and say, hey, sweetheart, you know what? It's cool, but I don't think it's going to work. Right. If I can't tell you that and I'm feeling that and I continue to go on, then I'm going to be miserable. Exactly. But I'm going to make you miserable, right? But at the same time, a person can only add to your happiness. Only you can make yourself happy.
Right.
If I'm looking for somebody to make me happy, then I'm going to be miserable. Add to my happiness. Don't make me happy because you can't. There have been too many people who have been broken thinking that if somebody makes me happy, then I'm going to be fine. No, you're going to be broken because you're looking for the happiness in the wrong place when the happiness is already in you. You just have it buried because you want that fairy tale feeling. Whether you're a man or a woman.
Well, I thought we're supposed to first love self, right? Mm-hmm. So if I love myself and now I'm looking for someone to bring happiness into my life to share my life with, what's wrong with me wanting to or looking for someone to share my happiness with?
I'm gonna let y'all go handle that and answer that one.
You know what's interesting about that, Cookie? Have we really determined and understood what makes us happy?
Mm-hmm.
Have we ever really embodied upon that? What truly makes us happy? Or is it that what makes us happy is not what truly happiness is?
What? For me, I can only speak for me. I think I know what makes me happy. Like when my husband said, "Why am I not happy? You should be, how many women want to have a husband?" I mean, I'm not the only woman in the world that's married. So would I rather have a husband and be unhappy or be single and be happy? So what makes me happy? I don't care about money. I don't care about material things. I want my man As Sir Miguel said, I could never have. I want to be first. As far as I understand, God comes first. I understand if we have kids, our kids come first, or if you got kids by a prior relationship, I understand that. But as far as me being your woman, I want you to cater to the things to make sure I'm happy. Bring me flowers. You say it's fairy tale.
And see, that's interesting. That's interesting that you said that.
Don't
because
forget birthdays and anniversaries. Pay attention when I'm talking. When I say,
but you're talking a lot of abstract. You're talking about bringing things. Those are abstract things. Those are derived around monetary things.
But show me,
but given, and I gotta put you on blast because you my little sister. You my little sister. You my little sister. I gotta go there because see, if we're gonna have these conversations, we gotta be totally honest with ourselves.
Right.
Because see, the mind. And what I'm saying is, and I'm only using this because I'm speaking to you, because it varies through different individuals.
Right.
Now, given the situation, I'm not gonna get in all of that because that's nobody's business if they haven't heard it. Now, is it any kind of inclination that you probably subconsciously feeling that someone else has been put number one and you're grappling with that?
Yeah.
You see how it works? You see what I'm saying?
All right.
So do we really understand what makes us happy? Because here's the thing. This is a contract you signed up for.
Right. But
you see what I'm saying?
Like that.
What's that?
I don't think it was always like that. Because even after the contract, I was working. I had other things to occupy my mind. But now being a stay-at-home wife, I'm like, damn, I'm so lonely.
Yeah, you see what the idle mind, the saying, the idle mind is the devil's workshop. I didn't make that shit up. Don't get mad at me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just repeating what goes on out here.
But I'm wrong for wanting that just because I did sign up for and was okay with it back then. You get older, you
yes.
But Cookie, look, but again, no one can make you happy but you. If you're not happy with yourself, nobody can make you happy. There are too many men and women that want somebody to make them happy when they're not happy with themselves. And as JoJo said, do we really know what happiness really is?
And ain't nothing wrong with finding something else to.
That's an excellent question. Go ahead. Go. I'm sorry.
Right,
DV.
I was just saying. It's not.
I think I have a delay.
It's nothing wrong with finding something to idolize your time, to utilize your time or something, too. Now, I don't mean in a negative way. That's all I wanted to say, Sir Miguel. Go ahead.
No, because again, if I'm looking for somebody to make me happy, then what am I in? What am I in it, and what am I here for?
Right.
Because I'm expecting somebody to do something that I'm actually in control of. If somebody can add to my happiness, then I'm good. But if I'm expecting somebody to make me happy, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna be miserable. Because of let me throw this nugget out here.
Keep speaking.
You got so-called Valentine's Day coming up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Is that really love?
Right.
Or is it to make some money?
To make money.
Okay. But if you genuinely want to do something for somebody, do it before the so-called.
Every day should be Valentine's Day.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Right.
And initiate.
Point taken. See, so again,
yeah,
with all these falsehoods of these so-called holidays, this is how messed up we are mentally. We'll wait till Christmas. We'll wait till Easter. we'll wait till the new year and go, oh, XYZ. Well, on the flip side of that, New Year's is really the spring, not January. Christmas ain't Christmas. Halloween ain't Halloween. Valentine's ain't really Valentine, because if I love you, it ain't got nothing to do with February the 14th.
Right.
If I'm going to gift you, it ain't got nothing to do with December the 25th. If I'm going to celebrate you, it ain't got nothing to do with your birthday, because you're not guaranteed to make it to that next year.
Exactly. And see, the concept about that, when we conceptualize it, they put out a day. They put out a day and said, this is when you should be loved the most. Okay, that's fine. Let's run with that. But when, as he just stated, it should be every day. Every day. Every day. Because if it's an expression of love, why does it has to be monumental on that particular day? And I get it, because we're in this capitalistic world, and I get how they played this game. And here's the thing, when it comes to, I'm gonna show you how this game works. Singlifying individuals that cannot receive the love that they feel should be tokenized to them, because that's all it is. It's tokenized. It's a construct, and what it does, it pushes away from what real love is. Because the first thing, oh girl, what you got for Valentine's Day, and then you got some woman getting recognized with bouquets of roses on they office desk. And what it does, it plays a huge component in the psyche of your mind. But your husband could have just sent you a token of roses 5 days ago. But you felt as though he forgot that day that monumentalized you in that particular dynamic. And it's crazy. It's so, this world is so made up on constructs. I once told you out here, there's no such thing as a race. That's an artificial construct. To what? Divide and conquer. It's no different than this particular holiday that's coming up. If you don't receive something that you feel that you should be acknowledged about, it's going to be a problem. This has been going on not just now. It's been going on since the beginning of time. And that's no more than divide and conquer. Mentally. Because like I said, you could have received a bouquet, if that's what you want, of roses 5 days ago. Oh, I don't give a damn about that. He better send them over here this day, and I want all of my co-workers to see this. Is that what it is? See, that's why I asked that question, and I posed that question. Do we really understand what love is? The way particularly women galvanize to it, that is, and say, oh, this man loves me. Because if you look at it, if you spell love backwards, what does it say? Evo. You did? You know what I'm saying? But we don't, I'm not, that's another story in another book, because like I said, I'm going to put this call up. It's over with, boy. And I'm done. I think y'all are on the right page to do what you think y'all got going on. You got Sir Miguel, you got you, and I encourage you to keep coming out here and pushing it into a positive area where we can question each other and don't be afraid to ask these questions and have these kind of talks. Because this is what we complain about, and we don't even see it.
Yeah.
We don't see it, but we've
And
been.
here's the beauty of
Go ahead.
what
Go
we.
ahead. Speak. I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother.
It's an open table that we created versus sitting at somebody else's table complaining about something. Instead of us asking to be at somebody else's table, we can build our own table and put our own plates on them instead of getting the crumbs that's left on the floor.
Right.
The
Absolutely.
beauty of it at the end of the day, everybody has something to offer. Just like I said a while ago, if I had no subscribers on my channel or whatever the case may be, I would still be speaking in what God want me to speak. Because I
Absolutely.
understand that everybody is not going to get it, number one. Everybody's not going to make it, number two. Everybody everybody's not meant to come to the channel, number three. Number four, if I only get one person, even the angels will rejoice over the one than the 99. Because when a shepherd lose one sheep, he's going to go look for that one and leave the ones behind.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So my fight
Absolutely.
isn't about who's right, who's wrong. My fight is to let you know and understand the God that brought you here knew what you were going to do before you were even born. So now I don't even have to get upset at another brother or sister because it was already determined that you were either going to be a fuck up or you was either going to do right. Even in your fuck ups, I don't have to even come at you wrong. There's something that you need to hear that somebody didn't tell you to help you turn in the right direction.
Another Bama.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So I'm only going to plant the seed. Somebody's going to have to come water it.
Exactly. Exactly. And you know, that's so profound how you spoke on that. And like I said, man, I came in this thing, man, y'all already know, and I don't have to keep repeating it, but I came across, and this is divine, people that I can relate to and have fun with. And if y'all don't know this about me, I like having fun, laughing and joking and just
That's what I love about you.
that's just me.
Yeah.
Now, can I push that goddamn gas and go from 0 to 10? Yes, that is something I am constantly and forever working on. I ain't got to tell this to y'all, but my brother knows because we speak about it when we speak. That ain't none of y'all business. Not particularly no one up here, but I'm just saying. He knows what I struggle with.
Right.
He understands it. That's why there could be nothing ever come between us, regardless of what circumstance it is. Do we agree on everything? Absolutely not.
Right.
Nope.
Right.
But what this brother will not allow himself to do, if he have a problem with me, he gonna come tell me straight up. He's not gonna come under the umbrella of I'm saying it and I want you to understand it. What is this shit about?
Right.
He gonna come to me straight up. Motherfucker, it's never gonna come out here and tell me what they did for me. What the fuck is going on in here? That's self-gratifications. When I ain't asked for it in the fucking first place. Truth be told. If you gotta speak on it. You did that to what? Wager. That's wager. It's like another country coming to your aid and aiding you when you didn't even ask for it. When you didn't even ask for it. But what you did is that I owe you type shit. You owe me type shit. I don't go to war. I'm a diplomat. Because a war is bloody. And I don't think people really understand what war really means. Most countries don't go to war. They try to what? Resolve it before it gets there.
Diplomacy all day.
Hey, I appreciate you letting me come up too, Cookie. I gotta drop down though, cause this phone, I'm not charging. So I appreciate you too, Uncle JoJo.
Absolutely, man. Hey, man.
Oh, for
Thank
sure,
God.
bro.
Don't thank me.
Oh,
Don't
you
thank
just say
me.
that once I got up to make me a drink,
Don't
right?
thank me, man. Thank God, man. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I thank God for
Oh
you
yeah,
guys, man.
it's
I
it's
thank
God
God
that
for
brought
you
us.
guys.
It's God that's brought us together, bro.
You
You know what
know,
it is, Unc.
and it's always an uncanny spirit that try to separate it.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
But
another drink
now,
now, y'all ready. Get me.
think about
Oh,
think
shit.
about that. Think
I
about
can
what
come back,
JoJo just
Cookie. It
said.
just have to be in a minute, though. My bad, Sir Miguel. It just have to be in a minute because I
Oh
need
no,
to
you
charge
good.
up a little bit or something. Plus, I got to run to the store right quick. So,
But think about what JoJo said. An uncanny spirit. Guess what? When you're trying to do the business of the Almighty, those uncanny spirits have to show up. Their job is to get you to turn away from what is right. They want you to say that God doesn't exist. They want you to say that God ain't who he say he is. It's no different when the serpent, Satan, told Eve, if you eat of this tree, you will be just like God.
Right.
Anytime you're doing God's bidding in this earthly realm, you're going to be attacked. Everybody ain't going to stand. Some people are going to fold. It is no different whether you're off YouTube, Instagram, or whatever. The same things still apply. The only difference is these applications only showed you what's already going on in the world. So there ain't nothing new, but can you stand and fight? You either gonna knuckle up or buckle up, and a lot of people are going to buckle up because they don't want to fight.
You did? You
And
did?
if you don't know how to maneuver, and if
In a
you
room.
don't,
You know what
if
I'm
you
saying?
look, let me just be real brief here.
Shit, man. Speak on
If you don't know how to get in the trenches, what the hell you on the battlefield for? Get your punk ass back to the barracks and sit down somewhere.
Yes.
Because if you don't know how to put on the armor of God, this fight ain't for you. You better put your breastplate on, baby, because it's gonna get thick.
Shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's all I got to say. Cookie,
Yes.
thank you for allowing me up.
Thank you for coming.
I appreciate you.
My man.
Thank you so much. I appreciate both of y'all. I have a song. I don't know. Did y'all hear the beginning of my intro song?
I absolutely didn't hear because, like I said,
didn't.
I was like, damn, I ain't getting no notification, but I seen it earlier during the week, rather.
It's some
And
music.
that's why I shared it. That's why I shared it live. I'm like, man, people don't even know she's live right now because YouTube be on some more shit, like I said.
Right.
And I'm searching. I'm like, God damn, where's Cookie live? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, like Sir Miguel said, I don't look at numbers. I mean, as long as I have someone to talk to dialogue with, because I'm not very big at talking by myself, because I'll just go on and on and on and start repeating myself and getting lost in my thought and my special head. So I like when someone's up on a panel that I can talk with. I can go all night long if that happens.
Absolutely.
But I appreciate y'all. I really do. I just hope that one day I pray. I'm praying that one day, we can start having good dialogue with each other to make us better, to take us to our greatness, whichever greatness that is for whoever. I want to be a better cookie. I want to love and love the right way from a sincere heart.
Absolutely.
I don't care what nobody else may think about me or how they look at it. I am who I am. I really am who I am. Just well, I can't even say that anymore but I love y'all, and I hope everybody was understanding what I was trying to get out of this live as far as, who do you blame, yourself or others, when it comes to certain situations and relationships in your life?
And here's the thing with that, Cookie. I'm glad you brought that back up. A lot of people have this self-righteousness that they elect not to even look in that mirror, because here's the thing: when you look in that mirror, do you like what you see? And that's what I mean by when all of the petals from the rose is unveiled. Do you like what you see under it? Right. People love beautiful roses, but when all of the petals fall off of it and you got what's underneath it, do you like what you see?
Right. Right. You're so true.
And not only that, think about an oak tree.
Powerful. One of the best lives, I ain't gonna say the best, but the one that always sticks in my head that Sir Miguel did. I guess I shouldn't call it a live because it's more of a podcast conversation with Sir Miguel. When you talked about the rose growing from the concrete.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to try to, put myself in that, like, I think I'm delicate to a certain degree. This beautiful person inside and out, and I'm trying my best to grow through the cement of the world, rather be with people, relationships, children, insecurities, the evil, all that. And I'm like, am I ever gonna, be able for those petals to open up and just be me and be accepted? And even if I'm not, because I know people are different, be okay with that. Not everybody gonna love you. Not everybody gonna like you.
Let me tell you something. Your rose has always been beautiful. I told you that from day one.
Yes, you did.
Not knowing you from Adam and Eve.
Right.
I said your rose is already beautiful. But here's the thing. You can't worry about who's gonna purchase your rose. Who's gonna cherish your rose. And that's the thing out here in social media. You see it all around you. And I made that statement. I said, I'm going to wake up tomorrow and I'm going to see this bashing of a situation that we really don't have grasp on what's really going on. Because if we did, we wouldn't be sitting on here talking about it in the first place. You see how it works?
Mm-hmm.
Because that means we'll be in a better position, because in the essence of that, we will have understanding on what's going on and what's not going on.
Right.
But to come out and be combative in certain situations on certain beliefs, it does us no good. I mean, absolutely no good, because what we're being combative on, we don't have the power. And I've always stated this, to change it if we wanted to.
Right. Shoot. It's hard for us to change ourselves. So how we think we'll
Absolutely. Let alone change how this world is constructive.
Right.
And construct, that is. What are we doing? What are we doing? But besides perpetuating the cycle that's already been here before you was even thought of.
Right.
Like I said, they don't do nothing but change the color coat of the house,
Mm-hmm.
The house is still the house. The
Right.
foundation is there. The foundation is what you're arguing about. But what you're trying to get everyone to see is the color of the house. Well, we see that. But what about the foundation of the house? You don't even have the muscle or the power to deconstruct it. So here again, what are we arguing about?
Right.
Baseless things, man. You know, insignificant things that before we had just conversation about. It's just nasty work, man. It's filthy at this point.
Right.
Because here again, not to rehash anything, we're talking about something that I came in the front door on. Not to be disrespectful, especially when I'm laying it out. Oh, I can't say my bad when my bag was cool before. That's why I say there's no such thing in politics as a permanent enemy. It's about permanent interests. And that plays along to what you're seeing today or have seen today. If you catch my drift.
I get it. I hate seeing it.
It's a sad day in Gotham.
But
It's a sad day in Gotham, man.
Wonder Woman.
but you know what? It's supposed to be that way because what God is trying to show you, the very same people you elect in office is an operative.
Hit them with another bam.
Their best interest is for themselves and for those who are above them. They will never have your best interest because it's not about you. We are slaves to a system that wants to keep us beneath the poverty line. And I'm not talking about financially wise.
Right.
They want your soul.
Mm-hmm.
See, the world we live in is physical, but it's also spiritual. Like JoJo said before, race. Race didn't come into play until the 1600s. Before then, people were known by their nationality. Prior to that, when you come across people who don't look like you, but has a mass of wealth, knowledge, and wisdom, and you see it, how do you take it away from them? You invade them slowly over time until you amass what they have and turn it on themselves so that they can be the borrower and you are the lender. Whether that's monetarily, whether that's spiritually, whether that's physically. But when you disobey God and what he told you not to do, he will show you who he is
straight
by
like
having
that.
you serve somebody else that don't look like you, but you were once them. Now they are you, and you are acting like them.
And you know what?
Now
With that being said, we lost. And let me say this, Cookie. We lost one of my founding teachers, Dr. Neely Fuller Jr. We lost him 3 days ago, Sir Miguel.
What?
Yeah, man, we lost him. He transitioned. Yes, indeed. So you already know where my mind is at, man, when it comes to this extra stupid, goofy shit. Yeah, 3 days ago we lost him. He transitioned, brother.
Damn, I didn't even know that, bro.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, man. And you already know what he meant to me.
Oh, for sure. Without a shadow of a doubt.
The 9 areas, you dig? You know what I'm saying?
And that's
You know
why,
what I'm saying?
man.
Man,
That's
stop
why, man.
playing
I
on me,
can.
man. Like you know, you did. And don't nobody know when I speak on it. It's maybe a few that knows when I say that 9 areas. But he is the founder of speaking about the 9 areas of people activity.
Mm-hmm.
Lost them at the dear age of 94. You did?
Mm-hmm.
Been my teachers for maybe, like I said, man, I've been on this shit way before a lot of people couldn't even imagine.
Well, see, that's the same thing I was saying about Dr. Clyde.
Yeah.
Everybody just got wind of him 4-5 years ago.
Man, come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I've been on his bumper since my mother introduced me to him.
You know
You
what I'm talking
understand what
about?
I'm saying?
You know what I'm talking about?
You
Hey,
know,
hey, what D Breeze say? You know what I'm talking about?
you know what I'm saying? So if you want to take it back to 1981, 82, getting up in the morning with my mom's listening to KJLH,
Man, come
you
on,
know,
man.
early in the
Speak on
morning,
it.
you know what I'm saying?
Speak on it.
I
You know
could
I
go
know
there.
the story. You know I know
You,
the story.
you understand what I'm saying? I could go there, but see, I don't go there because at the end of the day, I know some people won't understand the message. So when God tell me to speak, I'm gonna speak. When He tell me to shut up, I'm gonna shut up.
Yes, man.
And
So yeah.
see, Cookie, this is the beauty of all of this, and this is the beauty of where you are in terms of what JoJo said about you being that beautiful rose. In the midst of all of this, some people don't understand your story, but your story wasn't meant for them to understand. It was to be a gift to somebody who wasn't understood,
Right.
right?
It's heavy.
When JoJo a couple of years ago told me to get at him, I was just a brother in the chat. I wasn't looking to this, that, and the third. I just said what people needed to really hear because they was misunderstanding what the real big picture was. Once we started having conversations, it was almost as though I knew JoJo all my life.
Right.
That wasn't me and him. That was a God thing.
Amen.
So those channels that are not only trying to bring positive vibes, they're going to be attacked because people are used to certain drama in certain situations. See, the devil don't like the righteous. He likes the drama. We're going to expect to have that because we are trying to not only change the minds of people, but we're trying to get into the hearts of men and women who are still sitting in darkness. When you're doing God's work, you have to expect that to come. But if you're not willing to put on the armor, you are not going to win the fight. Keep moving how you move. Don't let nothing or anyone deter you. Because at the end of the day, God is going to get the glory and the honor out of it. And as long as you make one person smile, you've done exactly what God has called you or sent you to do. No one can change that. And I'm done.
Thank you guys so much. I love y'all to life. I'm giving y'all cigars. Let me get on camera here so you can see my face when I
Yes,
tell
indeed.
you. I love you. And
Love you as well.
Encouragement. I truly appreciate the trust that you put in me to do the right thing for God and for others that's out there, like you said, that need to hear it. And nothing's going to tear me. I know, me and JoJo talk a lot about this, and I know I'm slacking on my calling, because I call it a calling, because it is a calling. And I'm not fighting God. I just get tired. But like you said, if you're not strong enough to wear that armor, then sit the hell down, right? I'm not ready to sit down. I really ain't. I just have to, make sure mentally and spiritually, I'm there because I don't want to be up here and be phony and act like, you know, my heart is all this and that, but I'm battling, right? We always going to battle and go through that struggle of fighting and trying to, you know, break through. I want it to be genuine when I come out here. I want y'all to feel the love. I don't want to be pretending that it's love. And I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And, you know.
Love you. We love
Absolutely.
you.
Love you as well.
You know,
Absolutely.
I truly appreciate y'all spending the evening with me tonight.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And, I will see y'all soon. I'm going to go out with a new song by Mr. Kelly. And
I hope it ain't AI.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, not that Kelly. I mean, I think maybe that's what the whole issue was. Maybe, I don't know.
I'm just acting silly. You know me.
I wish it was. It's actually, like I said, it's on iCloud, and it's like 13 songs. It's to me, I mean, and I'm not into rap. Y'all know that. But this album, I guess you call it a track. If you know how you can listen to music and you can put yourself in that mindset to follow the story, that's what it does for me with music. You know, I don't know a lot of things y'all know in music. I just know what music does to me. And for me to feel what I feel when I hear his music, you know, y'all need to check it out. Oh God.
Groove, groove, groove. I wanna groove, 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 groove. I got a purple queen, that's on everything. Will you marry me? You see this diamond ring. Been through thick and thin, always got my back. Other chicks adore you, cause you know how to act. Never cuss me out, never fuss and fight. Never disrespect, never say it right. Always keep me high, fly than the kite. When it come to loving, you know you keep it tight. You my chick for life, not a sedated type. The kind of woman make a man spend all his life. I set this rock on your finger and make it my wife. I wanna be with you, baby, the rest of my life.
Girl, speak your mind. You've been wasting too much time. Girl, speak your mind. You've been wasting too much time.
You're so sexy, girl, in your lingerie, hair done pretty. You gon' make me say, lip gloss on them lips. How you work them hips? You the one for me. I'm spending all my chips. Never cheat a deal. Never stress you out. Never talking loud. Never bless you out. That's just for them lanes. I'm taking another route. Like getting it to your mind. See what you talking about. You kept it one with me. When fam kicked me out. With nowhere to go but to your mama house. You stayed down for me when the world turned it back. You stayed loyal to me. And that's a long fact.
Girl, speak your mind. You've been wasting too much time. And oh, speak your mind, baby. You've been wasting too much time.
You a diabetes, that mean everything. That's just why I love you. You was why I sang. Cream of the crop. Girl, you at the top. If I ever lose you, then my heart is stopped. Yeah, they treat you bad. Your exes in the past didn't appreciate you, so it didn't last. Yeah, I see you smiling, and it made me glad. I swear to God, you the best girl I ever had.
Thinking of me. All that I have, give me what I need. Oh, let's be fair. I think it's time we clear the air. I've been watching you, you've been watching me. All I wanna do is just groove. Girl, speak
We're gonna
You've been wasting too much
Yes,
time.
indeed.
time with Raul.
Yes, indeed. That Isley vibe. You dig?
Oh, certainly, yeah. Would you take a pill?
Take a what?
I'm done.
We'll say that one more time.
Wait a minute. How you stop this thing? Oh my God.
Yeah, ask him that goddamn question. Shit. I want to hear this shit.
Would I take a what?
How come make me have to go to the bathroom? We're on a date, okay?
Shit.
And you're feeling me.
Uh-huh.
Think I'm feeling you.
Uh-huh.
And I'm trying not to be easy. So I say, because this pill is going to put us in the mood. So I'll ask you, would you like one of these pills, Raul?
No,
that's who Raul is.
I don't need no pill.
I need you to take it so that we can groove together without me feeling like I'm not being a lady and you not feeling as though you're taking advantage. So
I don't need no pill.
Groove and mood.
I'm gonna be grooved anyway. Yeah, I don't need no pill to be in the mood. I don't need no pill to be groovy.
So what if you think okay, so how are you gonna know for sure?
I didn't understand it either, Sir Miguel. I promise.
How are you gonna know for sure if I'm ready to groove?
And that's how this crazy shit jumped out. Go ahead.
Let me put some ice on you. You'll feel it. Run until that.
Okay, I think I got my answer.
You did.
Hey, Joseph, let me go to the station.
And look, you don't need a whole ice tray either.
What do you need? This is he would take a ride to the
Don't call for help now. He's only 5. Hey, he's only 5'4". He can't help.
I love you guys. Y'all have a wonderful night.
Yes,
do the same.
Love, man.
God bless
For sure.
you.
All right, love.
Everybody for coming through. I hope you watch the replay. If not,
Absolutely. Good live.
take a pill.
Take a pill.
Yeah.
Take a pill.
Yeah.
Take a pill.
Better learn how to mix some strawberries and pineapples together and make you a drink, man.
Oh
You dig?
Blessings, blessings, blessings.
Later.
Bye-bye, Dad.
Do you really love me? Do you really care? Why can't I tell? Why you not here? Every time you leave, you just keep coming back again. Every time you go, I know better to let you in. You stay on my mind all the time, trying to figure out how to reverse time. If we can just make up and stay on top, love, maybe we can do something right. I'm tired of trying and it's just a waste of time. Dropping off my past and I'm leaving it behind. I swear that it's not fair, Lord, don't do me right. I swear that it's not fair, Lord, don't do me right. Sick and tired of trying and it's just a waste of time. Dropping off my past and I'm leaving it behind. I swear that it's not fair, Lord, don't do me right. I swear that it's not fair, Lord, don't do me right. Do you really love me? Do you really care? Why can't I tell? Why you not here? The stuff you be doing, having my mind blown, got me feeling like you living in a different time zone. Trust me, baby, you don't gotta go out your way, 'cause you already made it clear that you ain't here to stay. Trust me, baby, you don't gotta go out your way. You already made it clear that you ain't here to stay. Sick and tired of trying, and it's just a waste of time. Dropping off my past, and I'm leaving it behind. Say that it's not fair, Lord, don't do me right.
Love don't do me right.
Lord, don't do me right. Sick and tired of trying, and it's just a waste of time. Dropping off my past, and I'm leaving it behind. I swear that it's not fair, Lord, don't do me right. Swear that it's not fair, Lord, don't do me right. All I do is think of loving you. All I do is think of loving you. All I do is think of loving you. All I do is think of loving, but I'm sick and tired of trying, and it's just a waste of time. Dropping off my past, and I'm leaving it behind. Swear that it's not fair, Lord, don't do me right. Swear that it's not fair, Lord, don't do me right. But I'm sick and tired, yeah. But I'm sick and tired, yeah. But I'm sick and tired, yeah. But I'm sick and tired, yeah.
Now I wonder if I can do this right, y'all. I think I couldn't do that right. I was trying to go to the next video, y'all, but it didn't go to the one I wanted. So I got one more song. I might as well play my playlist the way I started to do it.
First off, tried to tell you how I'm
Hope y'all enjoyed the
feeling.
music.
Tried to
Hope you
compromise
enjoyed
some
the
things, but
topic.
you ain't feeling
Always
it.
remember,
So I decided
it's real
to turn
much
the
y'all.
other cheek. Tried to walk away from this
God
just
bless.
to keep my sanity. So I called your mama up, tried to get some advice, and she showed me no love. So I realized she chose sides. I gotta keep it in my mind. I cannot change what's in hindsight. I thought we would do or die. You
do or
can never
die.
tell me why you act like it's suicide
Just to love me.
I thought we would do or die. You can't even tell me why you act like it's suicide. So I don't want you.
Yes.
Tell me again. Tell me again. Tell me, 'cause baby, I don't know. Are you a child or a man?
I don't understand.
Tell me again. Is this the beginning or end? I don't understand. What type of girl do you think I really am?
What kind of girl you think I am?
settle for a man whose friends come for his chick? No, you wasn't ready. I should've known you wasn't ready. From the day you started showing mixed signals and rejection, you left me high again when I gave you everything that was in me. I don't know what it's gonna take for you to really change. I thought we were do or die. You can't even tell me why you act like it's suicide
Just to love me.
I thought we were do or die. You can't even tell me why. I don't want you. Tell me again. Tell me again. Tell me, 'cause baby, I don't know. Are you a child or a man? 'Cause I don't understand. Tell me again. Tell Is this the beginning or end? I don't understand. You had your chance, but you blew it. Didn't take rocket science just to love me, boy. You had your chance, but you blew it. Didn't take rocket science just to love me, boy. You should've loved me, boy.
You should've loved me, boy.
You should've loved me, boy.